We're live. Right as Taylor's talking. I was waiting. I was hoping that Taylor was going to say something. That was the dream. Hello, everyone.
Oh my god, this overlay. It's so
wow.
sick.
It's so nice.
Hey, give me 20 minutes in a dream and I got you.
Fucking
and caffeine. Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Let's make sure, because I had to make a new Twitch collection for this, so I assume you can hear everybody. If you can't hear everybody, let me know.
1, 2, 3.
Cool.
Ba, ba, ba.
I think we're good.
One.
I think everybody's here.
The
Yeah,
skeleton
everybody can
ran
hear
out
you.
of shampoo in the shower. Why are you flexing? What's good?
Because gun show. Oh, it's winter.
Oh,
It is really cold in my office. I could turn off, here, hold on. I'll turn this off, and then it'll get hot in here, and I'll go ahead and...
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I missed what happened there.
Don't worry about it. It's...
The intrusive thoughts are apparently getting most of the red wine because that just right through the gate. There's nothing to stop that.
Yeah, we
So
love that.
I know what not to give you during Gen Con next year.
Oh.
All right. Yeah, hello, everybody.
Twitch.
We're here. Sorry, what am I doing? Yeah, we're here. We're playing some Hinterlight. Do not take our unprofessional nature as an indication of this game at all. This game is incredible. We are going to use this new game that I met the creators at PAX. It was super cool. They're incredible. You should definitely check this game out. It is a game about being dead in a Faerealm, which, you know, we love being dead in general. So, yeah, we're going to use this game. I'm getting, like, messages, and I don't know what, like, it's like a, oh my god, it's Slack. I didn't even know I
One
had
tab
Slack
has
on
music
this.
playing. You don't know which
I didn't
one
even
it's
know I
coming
had
from.
Slack on this computer, and someone is messaging me. What the hell is happening?
Banish Slack to the
sorry.
outer realm.
Oh
Get
my
that shit
God.
out of here.
You just
That was-
triggered a PTSD moment for Luna.
Why,
Look
like, you
proud of
shouldn't
yourself.
have audio from my, oh my god, stop messaging me,
Robert's triggered
random
too.
spammer.
Slack
We'll
is
explain it when you're older.
It's Discord for business people.
It's Discord for business people. It's extremely popular in like IT companies specifically because it's pretty much feature complete. I once wrote a Slack bot to say if any of our automatic unit tests didn't work.
Yeah.
And we named it Navi so they would go, hey, listen, and tell you about your unit tests that were broken.
So wait, did that actually play? Like, did you hear that on stream? Is my
Enough to
desktop
trigger
audio?
a couple of our audience members.
I bet my desktop, my desktop audio is on here. Hold on, let me remove that so that you can't hear the random videos I have playing in the background. I have to put up Subway Surfer next to you all to pay attention. Let me go ahead and remove. Okay, did that work? There you go. Anyway, I think we're good now. I think you should be able to hear them. What the fuck was I saying? What is going on? What are we doing?
We're playing Hinterlight, an amazing game, and you met the creators of PAX U.
Yes, thank you. Hinterlight, at PAX U, met the creators, played a little bit of this game at the +1 EXP booth. Oh, good, there's an ad. We love that. That's fine.
Yeah, playing just shit out of gold.
Whatever, man. I don't give a shit anymore. Why do we have ads on Tails? Can we turn those off?
I can actually turn them off right now.
It's fine. I know. It doesn't matter. It's fine.
It's gonna go for another minute. I'll let you know when it's done.
All right. Sounds good.
Oh, cool. Bathroom break.
Oh, this is the like. Wait. This is when we toss in our like extra special content just for our subscribers.
Ooh,
I don't know what it is, but here we'll get the.
Would you put your toes down? Jesus Christ, we are not that website.
If you're on YouTube and you're watching,
that's actually allowed on
nipping,
Twitch.
Taylor, we are not nipping, okay?
There we go.
didn't nip.
I got you.
that was close.
There was
Okay,
flesh.
so now
we
I
saw
think
the flesh.
with there being 25 seconds left, they can
I'm wearing
probably
a
see
bra.
us now. They could probably see us now.
Cool. Good to know.
So just Billy shouting, "I'm wearing a bra."
I
I'm
live
wearing
for
a
an
bra.
audience.
I'm not getting any work done the rest of the day.
I am defined.
If I can't be
Desire to
perceived,
please
what's the
strangers
fucking
on the
point?
internet.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
Matt gets it.
I want to be objectified. Damn it,
Yeah.
do it.
Y'all, if we keep saying those things, we're gonna
next-
trigger Luna. We can't.
I know.
The next ad underneath is tired of ads. Subscribe. No.
If you subscribe, if we don't have any ads, you don't get any of this content for the ad-free folk. So like, what are we even
Yeah.
doing
Yeah.
here?
My
Oh
demisexuality
my
is
God.
never challenged more than it is by the tail stream.
Okay,
That
we're
is
back.
my-
Time for
yes.
rules.
All right. Good Lord. We actually have I actually shared this because I was like, oh, we should promote their stream, and this is the worst fucking first impression we've ever given.
What a hot open if you've not been
Anyway,
introduced to Tales
yes.
before.
Welcome to Tales of Initiative, where we are full of chaos, truly a Faerealm of our own. I have to change my headphone battery because now it's beeping at me. So I won't be able to hear any of you for a second, but you can all still hear me.
Yes.
So
I know
yes, I
mine
played
are
this-
also going to
okay,
die
Haley's
at
talking.
some
Hold on,
point,
wait.
and I should plug myself in, but I'm not going to. I'm going to do it later. I hate being tied to this desk.
I missed all of that. I have
I
no
know,
idea
I-
what was said. That's fine. I live for the audience. What was I saying? Okay. All right, we're good. My headphones are no longer beeping at me and distracting the shit out of me. Okay. Professional, composed. I am your GM now. We got this. It's good.
Why are you not helping?
That's the
Anyway.
opposite of helping, Taylor.
It's been a few weeks.
So yeah, it's been a while since we've been live with this. We've been a little busy, but part of the reason, here we go, segue of all segues. Part of the reason that we were busy was that Andrew and I from Infinite Citadel, the sponsor of Tales of Initiative, we're at PAX U. We finished out our Kickstarter, and in the process of being at PAX U, I played Hinterlight with the creator Tyler. It was awesome. And I immediately said, oh my God, we have to play this game on stream because I want to build a Faerealm using this game for Caerwyn. So this game is it is up to you if it is a world building game. You don't have to keep the world at the end of it, but it is an opportunity to build a Faerealm, and it's super cool. You start out as travelers to said Faerealm who are dead. And in their last moments, attempting to recall their time here. And in doing so, we use cards, as you can see on the board here, to determine the things that have happened and where we are. So I'm going to just read, because they're like... I was like, oh, I should write some like exposition, and then I was like, oh no, they're just the writing on this is just so amazing that I don't need to write anything. So let me go ahead. I think I'm missing one page on the doc that I printed out, but so yes, setup in this game, which I guess I will also share real quick. The quick start is available if you want to check this out for yourself. It is there. You can find it, and it is awesome.
There are only minor plug before we move on. 3 days or 3 or 2 days left in the Kickstarter, so absolutely go back it. And the quick start will, I think, go away from being free on the Plus One EXP site after the Kickstarter. So narrow window. I normally hate those like FOMO call to actions, but narrow window. Get in there.
Basically 2.5 days. There's 52 hours left.
It's FOMO in which you should be afraid of missing out, because this game is rad. And Robbie, who I met at PAX, incredible, did a lot of the art, I think all the art, and just like killed it. The vibe of this game is so cool. But yeah, okay, here we go. I pulled up the page that I didn't print because it was all black and I didn't want to kill my printer. So, be welcome, honored guests. Your company is requested for a night of light amusement and a chance to live again. You are lost lights, all that remains of some poor fools who stumbled into our world and met their petty ends here. Your souls were doomed, or so it seemed, to wander restless and aimless through our dim-lit forest until time itself expired. But this not need be so. Fate has smiled on you at last. Your corpses had the magnificent fortune to fall into our clutches. We brought you to the Court of Rhyme, the house where we once ruled, and we just so happen to possess the power and desire to set your hearts back to beating. All that we require is a story in return. And as we move into setup, character creation in this game, gutter the lights, the hour is ripe. All that is left is to gather the proper tools, set the table, and begin the casting. Settle in, children, and ready your rotten voices for the telling of your tragedy. You are guests in the house of the noble Fae, and we have use to make of such as you. We have a deck of cards here in front of us, and we will go ahead and do our character generation. I'm going to deal, if you're looking at my screen, players, you will see your names. The people on stream cannot see your names. So we will deal sort of like in your general direction, and those will be your cards. Typically, the way this works, if you're playing in physical world, we would go around and deal cards a little bit in different ways. I guess I will also show real quick. At the top of said screen with the cards, you can see the 4 suits representing the 4 types of memories that exist in this world. The spell of your rebirth is Ab Lament. As the hymn builds, you will reveal and play cards unto the pattern of its song. Each card sets a melody in motion. Suits recolors the underlying chords as the path of fate bends in a new direction. So hearts represents memory, desire, and duty. Clubs represents skill, drive, and purpose. Diamonds, fate, influence, and authority, and spades, mystery, power, and that which lies beyond. There are some different texts. This page that we're looking at here is a little bit different than what's in the quick start, but all very similar things. The guiding principles of this game: the hymn needs no conductor. Your story must be sung as one, each on equal footing. Together, even little lights can create a world weirder and wider than any master of any dungeon could ever hope to conceive. All you need are a few nudges in the right direction. So, embrace challenge. Resist the urge to correct apparent contradictions. Instead, work through difficult prompts and seek secondary interpretations. Build dangerously. Make interesting places, not safe ones. Encourage each other to tell stories to your own detriment. Remember, you're dead. It doesn't matter what happened. We're finding out how you died. And collaborate. Anyone can contribute at any time. The game always yields to dialogue. Pitch your craziest ideas, discard them readily, or blend them into an unrecognizable fever dream of possibilities. So, we are going to use this to generate a Faerealm for Caerwyn, a world that has many Faerealm. We are then probably, after this, in our next sessions, going to play some other world-building games to flesh that Faerealm out just a little bit more. Before we go back into our Arc 2, that is where we are headed here. So, yeah, let's go ahead. We are ready. The Psalm of Thirsting Roots. This is character creation. Nope, I'm on the wrong page. Where's page 1? Nope.
The Psalm of something
there we go.
flesh.
Sorry. The Psalm of Vacant Flesh. I printed back in front
Psalm of Vacant Flesh.
Wasn't paying attention. The hymn opens quietly, a simple summons, a gathering of lost lights. Normally, if we were playing in person, each of us would take the deck and deal these out. I will be dealing as the general player of games. So cards will go sort of like...
who owns the virtual tabletop.
The virtual tabletop holder, yes. Cards will go generally in the direction of the player on the screen. Your names should all be in all of these. I will be at the top. If you are looking at my stream, you can see where we're sharing. So the way that this works, we deal...
Okay, good. I was worried you weren't playing. Good.
Oh, no, I'm playing. I'm here. Because it's a GM-less game, so I get to play. And I know what's coming in Caerwyn, so I get to like fuck with this a little bit, and it's gonna be great. So each lost light, that is all of us, takes up the deck as they intone the opening line. Shuffle once and deal 3 cards face down before yourself. So I will deal these to you. And we won't shuffle because this board does not have an opportunity to shuffle without pulling all the cards back in and doing a full reshuffle. Hello, Robbie. Welcome.
Hi, Robbie.
Yeah, I'm excited. Sorry, I'm just now looking at the chat.
Robbie!
So I'm just going to go ahead and deal 3 cards to everyone, and then we will reveal from there going forward. The first thing that we will determine is your look and manner. We will then determine links, and finally, you will come up with your name, your moniker. That is what you are called now that your name has been forgotten. So I will go ahead and deal these out.
I also love that, like, in classic Fae fashion, like, naming something implies creating power over it. So you don't name yourself, you create a moniker by which to be referred by, so that no one has power over you necessarily in this
Yes.
circumstance.
It is very,
What was that
very
M
cool.
word Matt just said? Monica?
Moniker.
Moniker. It's a
Like
it's
a
a name.
pseudonym,
It's like
a
a
fake
pseudonym.
name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Pseudonym.
Are you going to
So-
Google already?
No.
This is how it's what was I gonna say? This is how this isn't Vegas deals, but this is closer to how deals in this game work. Normally we would shuffle between each 3 cards and each person would deal themselves, but we're not doing that because I am in charge and in control of the screen. So we'll go ahead and start with Matt. Your look and manner. Which of your 3 cards would you like me to flip?
Because I read ahead, I'm gonna go with the middle so I can leave the left and right where my brain will want them to be.
Okay,
So let's
cool.
go middle.
Rad. All right. So flipping that, the Queen of Diamonds.
Ooh.
So it is red. The Queen means sour and delicate. Once the first line is spoken and all have their cards, choose. Oh, I guess I didn't read the line. We call the
Yeah, we
dead.
gotta read the line.
Wait, and we could all read it together, or it would be kind of chaos. But I will just. We call the dead, call we all, to settle back into their bones. So we are settling you back into the bodies in which you are now inhabiting. Once the first line is spoken and all have their cards, choose to reveal. Compare the table below to gain a pair of descriptors. One is the manner in which you comported yourself when you were alive. The other is the look you chose to present to the world. Decide which is which, then answer the suited prompt. So your 2 words, Matt, are sour and delicate. One of those is who you are when you were alive, and the other is how you have chosen to present yourself now.
Oh, okay. I interpreted that the other way. I was thinking one was your actual like true nature, and the other one was how you like expressed yourself to the world.
That might be what it is. I like that better. That makes more. The other is the look you chose.
Present to the
choose
world.
to present to the world. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
This
That's
is
more
the-
about
this
your.
is the
Yes,
one
that's yourself.
Yeah. This is the one I Googled when we were prepping. Is one is the manner in which you comported yourself, and to comport is to like convey. That is the way. That is your nature. The way of acting. Go ahead and
They're
Google it, Taylor.
explaining it.
I already said the definition.
You
Okay,
behave in
so-
a specific way.
Bingo. Sour or delicate, or sour and delicate. I will say that presented delicate, but comported sour. And then my question prompt is for the hearts. Tell us who raised you and the worthless heirloom they've passed down. Examples being the rat herd's rusted boot gun, jammed with a silver wad, a false gem torn from a dramaticist's robe, a pocket watch engraved with Professor Baldwin. I love all these.
This is
And
also
then-
that is hearts.
yes,
You drew diamonds.
diamonds. I'm a dummy. Yes, thank
You're
you.
all right.
Tell
We're
us
gonna get
where
to them
you
all probably.
the other one. Tell us where you grew up and the particular talent you fostered in your misspent youth. The social graces required to inherit, blah, blah, blah. Why is this single skill all you've kept of home? Ooh, okay, so I like this being the sour and delicate, presenting delicate, but manner being sour. I feel like the way in which you grew, tell us where you grew up. Grew up noble in maybe like a country manner, someone that like had nobility but not the wealth to back it up. So it was like sort of like a failing house, something that marriage would have been expected in order to elevate social status and income, in order to like regain standing in society. And then talent you fostered in your misspent youth. I will say that a like begrudging acquiescence to the desire of needlepoint. Like very good at needlepoint, but would end up like making really like macabre, depressing things. So like, oh, Susie made a flower. Oh, you made a little cat. And what did you make? Ah, a skull with a rose growing out of it. Great, good, yes. So I think that is the skill that's, because I think it was a way of showing true personality without violating social norms. So could always do needlepoint. That was an accepted hobby, but could make any sort of art. So I think that's the reason that this skill has been the only thing kept of home, is that it is a way of self-expression that was not crushed.
Amazing. So yeah, go ahead and write those down on your sheet. Decide which is which, look and manner. You can add any of that if you want to just like make a note of needlepoint. You can. I'll go ahead and go next. We'll just go clockwise here. Make it easy. I'm gonna choose the left card, and then I'm gonna move this because it does matter. Sort of general order. So 4 of diamonds. Another diamond, where we grew up in a talent fostered in misspent youth. But it is elegant and unruly. And
Ooh.
That's very fun. General order. Sorry, that made me chuckle. All right. So I'm going to go with I mean, this one feels... it feels obvious to me that, like, look elegant, but manner unruly. And I think skill... The social graces required to inherit your ancestral manner, grim histories beaten into you at the dim academy, a dance of knives seen once across the stony sea, practical anatomies who only practiced by the butcher kings of Mudtown, or what is the single skill you've kept all... Why is this single skill all you've kept of home? I think unruly, a penchant for wrestling, and like... sort of a scrawnier looking child, but one who could always sort of trick people into a wrestling match and then win. And so I'll say, yeah, the skill. So look is elegant, manner unruly, and my single skill is wrestling, built on the backs of wrestling the other kids around the city in which they were born. Sick. All right, Mel, do you have which card would you like?
I'm gonna mooch off of Matt like I did at Gen Con 2 years ago, so we're gonna go for the middle one.
Okay. Yeah, it does not matter.
Hearts, okay.
Hearts. So the 10 of hearts. Your 2 options are decadent and time-worn. So choose which you are and which you look. And then hearts, tell us who raised you and the worthless heirloom they've passed down. The rat herd's rusted boot gun, jammed with a silver wad, a false gem torn from a dramatist's robe, a pocket watch engraved with Professor Baldander's sigil, or ... Why have you held on to it? So we'll answer that after you choose which is which.
Alright, so decadent, characterized by or reflecting a state of moral or cultural decline. And then the other word was what again, Conlon?
Time-worn.
Time-worn. Now it's my turn to go to Google. Hang on.
Time-worn would just be like
worn
the
down by
wears
time.
of time.
Yes.
Yeah. Worn down by time.
Yep. Thread that's a little bit loose and frayed, metal that might be rusted or scratched.
Yeah. I think manners are definitely... I think decadent, and then looks are definitely time-worn.
Ooh, living beyond your means?
Yes. And then manners. Okay, and then it's the useless heirloom, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Who raised you? First of all, tell us who raised you, and the worthless heirloom they've passed down.
I think to go with that theme a little bit, if we kind of keep to the nobility track. I'm thinking it's someone who has been... The family name is, like, long dead. It's only showing up in documents and such of, like, feats that were once super great. You know, something that people will tell stories about. And after a while, whether it was a scandal or just lost to time and people just did other feats that were just better, that life is something the family could not let go. I think especially, like, the matriarch, probably. Like, probably a consort or, you know, like, I think it was the word consort for like a king's mother or something. It was like no, queen regent, something like that. Something to that effect.
Queen
so
regent.
someone yeah, so someone who had power, who still believes they have power. And I sincerely believe that the person who raised them would be like a former maid of some effect, like kind of feeding into that fantasy of, hey, you still are regent, hey, you still are, of great power and great placement when the whole world has basically forgotten them. I hope that covers the bases.
Yeah. What heirloom did they pass down to you, and why have you kept it?
I'd imagine it would be like a brooch. A really simple brooch. Maybe at one point it still had like nice jewels and gems with it, but over time someone either picked it off or, it was broken and it's not worth the, thing anymore, but it's still a symbol of what was and what in their mind still is.
Love it. All right.
Yay.
Haley, you are up. Which card would you like? 1, 2, or 3?
Number 3, please.
Which one is number 3 to you, the right or the left?
Number 3, my lord.
Yes, that's exactly right. Number 3, my
My
lord.
lord.
3. Yeah, I think
This one?
I think that one. I think you said 1, 2, 3. You started at the bottom and ended there. So yeah, yes, please. That's the one.
The 7. We got a lot of reds going on here, which is fun. The 7 of diamonds. So gloomy and dashing are your 2 words. One is your look, one is your manner. And once again, where did you grow up? The particular talent you fostered in your misspent youth, and why is this the single skill you've kept of home?
Cool. We're doing self-inserts today, I see.
When aren't we? Isn't every character a self-insert when you don't know who you are?
Yeah. So they're, dashing looks, gloomy manner. And what was the second part? I'm so sorry. It's a
No, you're good.
miss.
Tell us where you grew up and the particular talent you fostered in your misspent youth. Why is this the single skill you've kept of home? So where are you from? What did you learn to do as a child? A reckless child, a gloomy child. I assume something like Wednesday Addams, a penchant for arson.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I think that they grew up in like a busy, like what world is this? Does it matter?
Technically it's Caerwyn.
Caerwyn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like the world that you're
Okay,
from
cool.
is the world
Beautiful.
that we're
excellent. Nice. Okay. Cool. So like built up busy city. So like think like the busiest streets in London, where there's just like too many people all on top of each other, and all the houses are like butted up one after another. And I think that she grew up kind of like peddling newspapers and like gossip magazines. And she set a fire. I don't know why, but she did.
She was sick of getting out those magazines.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck this.
She hasn't decided if it was an accident or if it was maybe on purpose. She tells herself it's an accident all the time. And the skill she learnt was, what's a useful skill? Probably just like persuasion, like sales. So she can sell anyone anything and can like, she's a con artist.
I love it. Burned down the city and then told everybody it wasn't her fault.
Exactly.
All right. And then finally, Taylor. Which of your 3 cards, left, middle, or right?
Right, please.
Oh, finally a black card.
Yeah, let's go!
The 9 of clubs. Your 2 words to choose between are curious and practical. Which is your look, which is your manner. And then I'll tell you, once you choose those, we'll tell you your thing.
Curious manner, practical look.
Okay, I like it. And clubs, tell us the worst moment of your life and the scrap of luck you took away with you. A dew claw cut from the beast's own paw, a can of shrapnel, the navel sawbones cut out of your shoulder, the raw tattoo where the rope built into your neck flesh, or ... What made your darkest day worth living?
Damn.
There is a content warning. I did not read the content warning for this game. There is a content warning for this game that is just like, hey, this is going to get dark. Be aware that you are being a little raw with your fellow players.
I can read it if you want some time to think on that, because damn, that was a heavy prompt.
Yeah.
What was the heavy prompt? I actually disassociated while I was writing
Taylor's
notes.
clubs is, tell us the worst moment of your life and the scrap of luck you took away with you. And then the question is, what made your darkest day worth living?
Oh god, okay, yeah.
So yeah, the content warning at the beginning of this game is, know this going in, Hinterlight tells the story of your body failing, breaking, and ultimately perishing. The fairy rule over a forest that hates you, and everything therein is twisted by that hatred. Those ruling fae are so vile, cruel, and full of avarice that mere human aristocracy feels tame by comparison. If this isn't a space that everyone here can find the fun in, consider playing a different game. If you do decide to play well. Your words should cut the world, not each other. Use safety tools, speak openly and honestly on your needs. Be someone your fellows can trust with their hearts. Or spades or clubs or diamonds, haha.
Is that actually in the thing?
No, that I added that.
Damn it!
It's a very dumbass pun. Feel free to steal that if it's worth anything.
That's the quality of writing you get from Infinite Citadel versus the very good writing from the Hinterlight folk.
Okay, I think. Okay, let's go real dark.
Oh god.
I love it.
And then that train of thought just died. That new.
Oh no!
I was like, nah, screw you. I was out in the gardens when something happened, be that a freak storm or arson set accidentally
By someone else in this
absolutely.
party.
Destroyed
Haley.
my little
Who said that?
absolutely destroyed my little cottage, and I lost everything except my son, whose body was never found. And my only reason for living is thinking he escaped. I need to find my son.
Yeah.
Damn.
I lost my husband. I lost my 3 other children. My only reason for living is to find my one remaining son.
Yeah.
Make it dark.
Make it dark.
Make it dark.
All right. And with that, those are your look, manner, and some answer about what your character is. Now, you will alter your effigy to represent the lingering effect your past has retained on you. So your effigy, it's a little hard to see depending on how you printed it. I printed mine very cheaply, but there is a little character on the sheet up here. Mine is just not going to show at all. It's a little person. That is your effigy. Your effigy is, there is like text about this that I think I skipped. This is what I get for like reading through.
I don't think there is, because I remember being like wondering like, what is my effigy? What do I need for that? But it's just basically like a representation of, I feel like the body that they're rebuilding for you.
Yes, it's like who you are
after this ritual
now. Yeah. So yes, alter your effigy to represent the lingering effect your past has retained on you.
because Taylor has set such a good example by going dark, I'm going to go dark with mine. And I'm going to reflect the needle point by having these little like pinprick wounds that like as we are sitting at the table with this fae, like talking and telling stories, they are still actively bleeding, but she doesn't mind at all because those were like little like stay awake and stay focused, keep your mask on little things she would do to herself while people were boring the shit out of her with whatever they were talking about while doing needle point. And so like needle point, and then it's a stitch, just making sure to stay awake and in the moment.
I am also taking mine exceptionally dark because Taylor set the vibe, so that's what we're doing. Every broken bone that this character received from wrestling is rebroken in their body loose.
Yeah.
Is
jangling around.
His character was a wrestler because he was like really scrawny and like not presenting as like big macho man. He used that to his advantage to like trick other people into wrestling, and he would always win.
Probably a lot of broken like collarbones and like
maybe
ulnas.
A shin.
Yeah.
Fingies.
So are they just stayed broken? So when you shake him, he rattles?
He rattles, yeah. He's a little dice bag.
Remember, you are dead at this moment.
Yes.
You are being rebuilt into a body representative of all the things this ritual brings out of you. And so, you are not building a character that is long for this world.
Oh.
We're building undead, basically. Reincarnated.
Fae undead, at that.
Fae revenant.
Does anybody have anything else that they would like to share of their effigy? You do not have to.
Well, now that everyone has set the vibe, thanks, Taylor.
That's what I'm here for.
I'm thinking like Victorian child sickly sort of like body, so to speak. And I'm thinking for this like Queen Regent, her crown is actually upside down and it's embedded into her head where it's like bleeding slightly. And her clothes are like in tatters and like there might be mold or it looks like there was burn marks or like moths were eating it or something. And the brooch is still like very prominent. Like it looks like it's been adjusted a lot. It looks like it's taken care of despite the fact that it's not in good condition anymore. Still keeps with appearances even though the appearances are very well in decline.
Love it. Anybody else got anything? If not, we'll move to the next.
Taylor, you go. No, you go.
No, you go. I'm still writing myself down, so you
fight
go.
for it.
Oh, okay. On the effigy for my character, their mouth is split from their high cheekbone to high cheekbone, and it is held together with loose stitches that keep it upright but still move and stretch as she speaks and talks. Kind of like it should restrict what she's doing, but it does not. And so there are just like wounds that are never closing as she continues to con and convince.
I was gonna say it's like a false smile, like a sutured smile, like tugging the smile up.
I'm thinking of
100%.
the movie Smile, where it's like this really like Cheshire cat, like pull.
Or like
you want to know
so it's
Joker.
like it's definitely like think like there is a wound that goes from here all the way to the lips, and the only thing it's like as if and then sewn up to there where you should not be able to be talking, but because they have been anyway, it's been torn in all of those areas to like be freedom of movement with the stitches all still hanging there. Some of them have broken and are just like hanging loose. And if you like look inwards, it's just like a black, sticky, red, bloody mess, like just nothing else in there.
I need to
Robbie,
remember this next. I need to remember this next Halloween because I want to make this jack-o'-lantern. I want to like make the jack-o'-lantern have a smile and then like thread it with actual thread. That would be so dope.
Yes.
Robbie, aren't you glad that we're showcasing this now?
Yeah.
Haley, you earned a sweet hell from the creator, so you're doing it right.
All
right, Taylor, you started this trend. How are you gonna end it?
Yeah.
Not so much body horror, but more emotional. In my desperate attempt to get to my family and try and save them, all my hair was burnt off. So instead of like that long, that anime mothers thing where they always have the ponytail to the side, it's now just this curtain of ever smoldering smoke, and it has little embers that will every now and again fly off. And from her hair there's always soot sort of around her neck and on her face.
A little cough of smoke every now and then.
Yeah,
I love that.
every now and again. Yeah. And she doesn't like reek of smoke, but every now and again you can smell burning flesh.
Amazing.
It's not predominant, like you don't go up to her and go, whoa. But yeah, every now and again you're like, what's that smell?
You just get a little hungry around her sometimes.
Is that barbecue?
Is that barbecue? Yeah.
All right.
Good God.
So next we reveal our links. Every player will have 2 links left and right, with the player to their left and right. So I've moved the cards around here. We will reveal our remaining cards. I will start clockwise again. Matt, this is you and me. Spades and spades. I can't read suits. So 2 spades, hunted by a common enemy.
Ooh.
So mine was the 2 of spades.
2 of spades.
Yes.
So the number in this one does not matter. This is just the
Right, it's
suit
just suit and
comparisons. So, we are hunted by the same enemy, and this is where the kind of collaborativeness comes in. Would you like to tell me, like, who is this enemy? Who are we hunted by?
Yes. Also, I realized like, we were going sort of like unnamed properties, and I was like, wait, we're in Caerwyn. Let me just go on the map. So it asked where I grew up.
Yeah.
I'm saying like an estate manor, like in the outskirts near Nosserond.
Yeah.
So, this is we're in Eklund's Fall, which is in like the middle right here of this like big wide continent. Nosserond is a port city like on this peninsula that's like coming down and looping around over here. I don't know if this will ever matter, but I wanted to name it because it asked me where I was from. We'll find out. So spade with Conlon, and we are hunted by a common enemy. Maybe. Hold on. I don't want to like steal from another prompt, but my first thought was like, are we the like fuck the world, we're gonna like go into the sunset? And it's not necessarily like a romantic thing, but it's more like a like we're
Bonnie,
just going
Clyde.
to set our own rules,
Yeah.
Bonnie and Clyde thing.
Yeah.
And whoever I was betrothed to is like no, or like no, it wouldn't make sense for the betrothed. It would make more sense like for my family to be hunting me down. So what would that be an enemy for you as well?
Sure.
Like,
yeah. The sort of street urchin wrestling,
Yes.
the rough and tumble street urchin who presents themselves as elegant and maybe snuck into some like fancy balls and things alongside your character, and fast friends decided to run away together.
And so now my family is after you because you clearly corrupted me, and I don't want to be in a like noble marriage nonsense bullshit. So yes, my family is hunting us down.
Love it.
What would be a like IRL language culture touch point for Nosserond?
Hold on. Let me look at the map real quick.
Dig into Foundry real quick. Or not Foundry, World Anvil.
World Anvil, where the map lives. Lore link for everything else.
Yeah. Sponsor, Lore Link.
Go
Sponsor.
check out our
Now.
sponsor.
Sponsor.
Lore Link.
Go check out Lore Link for all of your campaign management needs. Link up your lore.
What my dirty little secret of this is that I've named a lot of places and not written a lot of lore for them. So we'll see what this is real quick.
Can't sing anymore, or we get some copyright infringement. No.
It's fine as long as you change the words. Where is this?
My not so dirty
So
secret.
it's just to the west of the Splinterlands.
Nosaron, yes. So Elvish territory. That's Caerwyn, the Elven homeland. So forested would be the sort of like equivalent of sea elves in this world, who live and work in Nosaron.
So let's just say house. Oh, although I'm supposed to not remember my name.
Correct.
So we'll just say my family. So I'm just gonna go
Yes.
like fuzzy script text on that house. Broken memory. If we were in a video game, it would like do that weird censoring. And now I'm getting like weird, horrible flashbacks of Doki Doki Literature Club. God, what a fucked up game. It is so amazing. I need to go play it again.
And I'll build on that a little bit and say the thing hunting us is a clockwork automaton built by someone related to your family in some way. So it never sleeps, never stops, and potentially the reason that we're here is that this was the only place to get away from.
Wait, are one of you void?
Madam
I was
Pompadour.
gonna say.
Yeah.
Look, we're taking that void thread and we're bringing it back.
But I think
Fireball.
a very
Yeah.
like elegant clockwork automaton
Yes.
too. Like
Yeah.
as a little touch point for Caerwyn lore, elves are biomechanical. They
shit.
are alive. They have souls, but they are like immortal creatures because they are biopunk, I guess is the way you describe it. They
Yeah.
have blue blood and like
Ooh.
interior gears and things. And so they would be able to do some of that. Like that'd be a thing.
Does
love
that mean
that.
Saoirse has blue blood, or am I not understanding?
Saoirse
Fae and
Fae.
elves are different. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, cool,
these are the
perfect. Sorry,
elves.
ignore me.
That is a fair quandary because like normally D&D puts like the elves and the Fae right next to each other. In Caerwyn, it's a little bit different.
They're very different, actually. They're like fundamentally opposites
Totally
of each other
different.
in a lot of ways.
That's
yeah.
right, because
I mean, Saoirse could have blue blood. Everything else that happens to her is weird.
Hard
True,
to say, yeah.
Because Fae are descendant of that secondary race that was like it adapts to wherever it goes, and so the Fae were created out of the same thing that like created humans. It was this like, I just mirror the environment that I'm in. They happened to wander into the Feywild and went all kooky and weird.
By the way, if you're all a little confused as to what we're talking about, you should head over to our YouTube where we have the entire first season of Tales of Caerwyn, who's GM'd by none other than Conlon, and I'm gonna stop putting the plug in there right now.
All right. We'll go ahead. We'll stick with Matt. So we'll reveal your entailers here. Spades and clubs. So in this case, it is your link to each other, the thing that bounds you when yet you both drew breath, is drowning in an ugly choice.
Ooh. Drowning in an ugly choice. And yours is the 5 of clubs. I have a physical deck here that I'm using to sort of like track what we have.
Mm-hmm.
And so this links us together. So like we made the
Yes.
same choice. Okay.
I guess so. Drowning in
Made
an
a choice
ugly choice.
together.
We made a choice together. It could just be that we made like both made ugly choices. And yeah. Interesting. Trying to think, like, what would be an ugly choice? So I run away from home with Conlon's character, although this is not necessarily saying that like Conlon's character's involved. This could have been an ugly choice that maybe we like from the same area, and this is an ugly choice that's in the past, or
Wait. Hang on. Sorry, I'm gonna send you a message real quick.
Oh, just say it.
Have you stated your gender for this yet, or we don't? Like, this is all just
She, her. I mean, it's technically in the ambivalent cloud of whatever, but I've been leaning she, her.
I was gonna say maybe one of my children was illegitimate.
Mm.
And we chose to keep that secret, but never mind.
And this could be after your time in the realm as well. This does not have to be from like the real world.
Oh, it doesn't? I thought it was while we had breath.
Yes.
Yeah,
so in the story of this, you don't die immediately when you enter the Faerealm. You are dead now in the Faerealm. But like you presumably ran here, came here alive, and in the course of being here, because it is a dangerous and sort of whimsical, tricksy land, it killed you.
And in the vein of the original prompts, which was like, build dangerously, but let's not worry about making a something that we'll have to like be in conflict with. We can just like navigate the conflict later. Let's just do something wild and crazy.
Could you also like do something that like builds into the world already? Like, so both of you made a deal with somebody and now you get to create somebody that exists in this Feywild. Like, you could do something like that maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah. There are things that will come up, and so you can leave a hook kind of open and say what happened, but not necessarily who.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you said that the Fae are really tricky and worse than humans, which is difficult to believe. We made a really vile deal for the tiniest shred of information. Like, we would have to do something, or we had to do something that is just absolutely awful.
Yeah.
And we've kept that a secret. Said, we've just pieced this together in our minds, but really we were given the information and will cause something terrible to happen, or have caused something terrible, and we're like, no, that wasn't us.
Yeah.
And whatever event that was can be a hook later, maybe?
Yeah.
Or if you have another idea, I'm open to it.
No, I like this. I think the I want to respect the word drowning because it implies that like it's something that's still haunting us and we're living with it.
Yeah.
So what if the Fae offered a 2-for-1 deal, but in its favor, and I will just say trigger warning for miscarriage. What if I was carrying child and I sacrificed my child and promised to sacrifice another at some point in the future in order to get information to find your child?
Oh, that's awful. I like it.
Because I'm thinking in my character's head, it's like she doesn't want this. She doesn't want to be bound to this, like, reality of being like part of the marriage, part of the broodmare. Like, not even to that person that she was betrothed to, but just like, she's out wandering the world doing her own things. Things happen, and just sort of this was like an erasure of that, like, past. But also with the promise of more pain to come. So she is now on the lookout for some way of like fulfilling this deal. But you have a piece of a lead to where your son is.
Yeah. I'm okay with that.
Dope.
All right. We'll go counterclockwise here just to keep things interesting. Taylor and Haley, we have clubs and hearts. Ooh, cordial rivals in happier days.
Yeah, I fully conned them in something and they're happy with the outcome of what happened and I'm happy with the outcome that happened. Something along those lines. Does that fit the vibe?
Yeah.
Because we're cordial rivals.
hang on,
What did you do as a...
Like pleasantries,
Pleasant.
like acquaintances, respectable.
Okay.
You're not friends,
Yeah,
but you're not rude
yeah.
to one another.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe because you're a con artist.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe there was because I mentioned earlier, like I was out in the garden, growing like the biggest vegetable, and I was like, "Hey, can you con my neighbor into buying dud seeds, like sabotage?"
Oh, you hired me for a job. Yeah, cool,
Yeah.
cool. I like this. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's great. Yeah, you hired me for a job to con someone, and I conned everybody, but but everyone came out thinking that they won, which is great. I like that. But you know that I also got so you know that I swindled you a little bit, but I also got you what you wanted. So
yeah.
There's like this mixture, and same other way around. Like there was an extra thing that you got for free, and then and I hold that against you or something like that. Yeah, that's beautiful. I love that.
I'm down.
Oh yeah, so that's the link. So we don't have names yet, do we?
No, and we won't. We will only have monikers.
Yeah, but sorry. Yeah,
Yes, we don't have those yet.
Monikers, yep.
I love how all of our heads just disappear.
We've got these little effigies. I'm also like pre-doing the art for my effigy for these links while I have ideas.
You're on mute.
You're
Conlon.
muted, Colin, if you're trying to talk.
Thank you. Yes, I was. I will also say, after this prompt, you will alter your effigy to represent the manner of your relationship with the other lost lights. But we'll continue going. I'll let you write while I read. Haley and Mel, is clubs and diamonds. So you are caught in the snare of the same vice.
Ooh.
The two of your characters share a vice.
You know what that means?
Well, so Haley, here's a question. Would your character be... How do I phrase this?
Holy. No.
I'm a scientist. I phrase everything
No,
poorly.
they're gloomy. What's that?
I'm a scientist.
They look like they're like a picture of health. Like they look gorgeous. That's how they're able to like convince a lot of people. And they're like young, so I'd say like 15, 16, something like that.
So I guess the question is, as a con artist, is your character more excited at the fact that they've duped somebody, or are they ever satisfied and that's why they keep conning?
They're never gleeful at any moment. They are just they are just I'd say it's a compulsion more than anything else. It's like this is to be done because this is what is to be done.
Right.
This is how we survive. This is how we continue. This is how we do. And this is just the continuation of it.
Because I'm trying to see what could be
What
more
do
of a
you-
compulsion.
Because like, what's your character? Tell me more about yours, because I've got lots of like free air to kind of just shove whatever I feel like in there. So you can like, what do you feel? What's your character? Tell me about you.
Yeah, because the character I'm thinking of is certainly high in nobility, but the house has long since fallen, but they're still under that illusion that they're still important enough.
So does a liar work? Or is your compulsion you believe this is true?
I think the compulsion is it can't be anything else but this, if that makes sense. Like, I am only royalty. I can only be royalty. I can't have fallen. Like, that whole compulsion of there's nothing else that's there. I can't be anything else. So I don't know if that helps, because...
We might just have to pick a completely obsolete vice that just matches, like...
Opium.
To toss...
Yeah.
To toss something, I mean, gossip is a good, like, royalty and
Gossip.
gossip.
Yeah,
gossip is actually a really good one. That's actually a great one. Do you want to... Can we do gossip?
Yeah, because she would want to know everyone's business
Yeah.
of all the other houses. So it would be... Gossip.
I probably hand you the fucking latest gossip. We probably literally feed each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love that.
So, and feed each other. Okay.
Right.
They'll
Awesome.
eat
And
each
then
other.
finally, Mel, you and I, we have
No.
hearts
I'm
and
kidding.
hearts. Heart and
Hi,
heart,
kid.
entangled in matters of the heart.
Oh.
And I have a fun. Oh shit! I put your card back in the wrong place.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, just to make this even more complicated and fun, my character is actually in love with Matt's character, though Matt's character does not reciprocate and only thinks that it is his friends. And I don't know how you want to build on that, but that's what I'm gonna throw out as like the base of the prompt, and then
Yes.
Okay.
what you want to throw out on top of like either you're in love with Matt's character or my character, or like whatever thing happens there, you know, or whatever, or you fucking hate my character and we
Love
I don't know.
this.
Matters of the heart can mean anything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I have to do a lot of writing. So Conlin, Hart, Matt, not Hart, Conlin.
Love that so much.
This
It's
is
sharp,
this
it's
is
direct.
this is 100% like elementary school notes, like passing the gossip.
No,
back, like,
yeah, see, I
heart,
got
no
heart.
heart,
No Hart with a line on it. Okay.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I'm wondering.
This is our characters.
I missed that.
It's just.
this. Have you not seen this meme before?
All right.
Well,
Entangled
accidentally
in
pulled
the
a card.
heart, in matters of the heart. Okay. So if we're gonna keep going with like this region being Delulu, I feel like in some strange and coincidental meeting, I feel like the regent mistaken Conlin's character as her son and thinks that his love for Matt's character is beneath him and does not approve of it.
Sick.
So adding
All
more
right.
to the delusional, forlorn, like, you know, deteriorating away aspect, mentally and physically. Mistaken identity. What's that one show that has Nicolas Cage as, like, wearing the different face?
Face off?
Is it Face Off?
It's
No,
Face
it's
Off.
not Face Off.
I think so.
I thought that was just a brilliant pun.
No, it was the... No, Nick Cage... No. Was it Nick Cage?
It's John Travolta and Nick Cage. Face
That's
Off,
what it was, John Travolta. Okay.
where they
Tony would
swap
know. Tony
faces.
approves. It is Face Off. Yeah.
Hi, Tony!
Uh,
Alrighty.
all right.
So mistaken.
So-
If you're okay with that, Conlon.
That's how this game works. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm good.
So what was it again?
So,
Conlin's character's in love with me, but not reciprocated. My character,
Right.
I should specify.
yes. And then my
No, just you, Matt.
character... my character mistakens Conlin's character as her son and does not
Ooh.
approve of his love for
Oh.
your character.
Oh, interesting. Oh, this is incredibly messy, and I love it.
That truly is so messy.
It's just like any of the
We're
soap
just
operas
becoming-
my mom used to watch after school. What?
We're just one big dysfunctional family, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see how we die. This is great. I
Oh,
love that we-
God.
I'm so
I'm
excited.
excited.
I love
see my
already
death.
knowing we're dead, so it's just like I love setting up all of these mouse traps and rakes for my character to just stumble into later.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right. So we can describe our things if we want, like how we've modified our effigies, or we can
Ooh,
just
yes,
yeah.
that's right.
I can go first. So for Matt's, our friends that ran away from each other, followed by a clockwork automaton, trying to hunt us down. I drew binds up the arm of like clockwork
Nice.
nature, and then for my other one, of the sort of not triangular love triangle thing. I drew a heart shackled by chains.
Very cool.
Ooh.
I for the being pursued, I've drawn like a little like mechanical sort of like tattoo looking thing across the collarbone, which is like maybe this first act of rebellion was like, I'm gonna get a tattoo, when actually it was like her family going true psychopath and like embedded magic into that tattoo to allow them to track her down constantly. So it is a like ping set up in her skin. And then I drew her holding hands with a disembodied hand for the whatever child we must at some point off in the future. And that whatever has happened since then, they have found that body and are just those hands are now sewn together. So she is always holding the hand of that thing that she has killed.
I'm getting like a lot of slightly Coraline vibes of like all the sewing and stuff that we have going on.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
I am Coraline and
Taylor,
other
do you
mother,
have more
all in one.
details of the deal we made? You wanted me
Yes,
to
Tony,
fuck with a
please go.
neighbor for farming purposes? For like
Yeah, so maybe they were
for
always...
just was it social status vibes? Like
No,
trying
I'm
to
gonna
win social
say-
status? Revenge?
No, I'm gonna say petty revenge. Like just
Ooh, okay,
they
cool.
kept salting my soil or either salting my soil or pruning my shrubs when they weren't ready to be pruned, so they ended up dying over winter.
That went a different
So I'm like, you know
direction
what?
for me.
I'm sick of you winning and sabotaging everyone else. I'm gonna sabotage you this year. Like, give you a little taste of your own medicine. Like, I got fed up with the Karen of the town.
I will also say, as we're like talking here, you can think about your moniker. That is the next and final bit of this psalm we are working.
Oh, I haven't
through.
done my other edit.
Your what? Oh yeah,
What do
you're
you
good.
mean
I'm
your
just
other
saying, like
edit?
while you're going, like while we're talking about like what we've done to like change our effigies, just that's the next step. Think about your moniker.
I gotta definitely say, out of all the different ways to character create, this is definitely up there for one of the awesome, like best, like out of the box ways to do character creation.
It's very good.
Excellent job, Robbie.
All right. Anybody else want to describe your things?
I got a couple of, they're like smaller changes. So for my character and Haley's character, since the focus is gossip, I think wherever there's like flesh that's showing on her, it's words that are tattooed of like rumors and misinformation and like anything else. And it's constantly changing. So it's like any sort of rumor that she had heard in her lifetime, it would just like spread all over. Kind of like me going in the route of Shadow Daddy for Tales of Caerwyn, but I digress. And then for my character and Conlin's character, because of the extreme disapproval and the mistaken identity, there's a permanent frown on her face. Like, it's kind of the inverse of Haley's character, where instead of it being like stitched up and all the way up here, it's like elongated down, and it's almost like her jaw extends a little bit to like highlight the intense frown that is constantly on her face.
Yes.
So that's me.
It would be very Fae for them to be like rebuilding bodies for us to inhabit, and for them to just put these like little cruel jokes and asides and references in the construction of those bodies.
Yep. So that's me.
Okay. If we're going to continue along with like the cruel jokes of a reconstruction, leading back to the deal that Matt's character and I made, any type of clothing that I wear will just have this constant and permanent trigger warning. Sorry, guys. Like blood stain, as though like old school, like medieval C-section.
Yeah.
While there's no actual wound, the blood is real. Like the blood will always be wet and like fresh, but I'm not sporting any wound. And it's just a constant physical, visual reminder of you made a
you made a deal.
You made a dark deal.
Yep.
Like, and I'm drowning. It's a physical representation of the drowning, like the guilt that I'm feeling over this deal. So
I was almost thinking you're constantly dripping water from your lips.
Like
ooh,
that's
joke
the drowning.
Oh, that would be
that's
cool.
fun.
That'd be cool. I think I do like that. I think I'm going to stick with the blood because I feel like it's more related and it's more impactful, but the water would be less triggering. So,
well, too late now. We already said the triggering stuff first, so it's.
So yeah, I'm going to go with a constant blood stain.
Love it.
And then what was the other last thing?
Moniker. But I don't think we've all done. Has everyone shared their effigy changes?
Haley needs to.
What was Taylor's second effigy change?
Oh yeah.
With me.
Oh yeah, you had a second one.
Yeah, what's your representation for the relationship with Haley's character?
Did you forget about me?
Your head is the shape of a pumpkin because it's from the pumpkin that you sold the dead seeds to.
Oh, now I'm just imagining that my character looks like the nurse from Dead by Daylight, where she has the jack-o'-lantern.
Yeah.
Jack-o'-lantern nurse.
You could, if you, do you want an idea? I had an idea.
Yeah, I love bouncing off other people.
Would your character have had freckles? And if so, what if those freckles were now seeds?
Oh, that gives me that whole.
What about out of every orifice? Out of every orifice, there is just vines growing out. Like you swallowed pumpkin seeds, like the fear of like a pumpkin growing inside of your stomach, and like just out of like your nose, there's just a little curly one, and your ear, there's one that like wraps up around your head, like just like.
Love it.
Sorry.
It reminds me of a teacher in high school. Anyway.
But freckle seeds are also cute. They're cute.
Yeah, the freckle, it's definitely, I think it's trypophobia is the one that's the fear of like holes in the cervius.
Repeating patterns. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm like, that doesn't, like, I don't have a phobia of that, but it does like weird me out.
It's a big weird out. It's a big,
weird out.
I was going to say something like, there's just constant dirt under my nails, but I think that may be too subtle.
Still good.
You can always be picking at your nails because there's dirt always constantly under them.
No, because I have a practical. Oh, the blood thing is going to absolutely destroy my practical look. Didn't think about that.
Well, no, because like, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Was that previous anyway?
Yeah,
it
can also be a starting point that then gets contradicted later.
Like, yes.
Yeah.
Actually, no. So rather than having seeds and everything, I'm going to have like flowers for eyes. So I don't have eyeballs. I have just like I think their pumpkin flowers have like really nice, pretty like white flowers, I think. So they are growing out of like I have flowers for eyes instead.
Yes.
That's cool.
Sick.
Nice.
I like that a lot.
Nice.
All right. Haley, I think.
I just put two thingamajiggies. The one with Taylor's is I have like liquid gold constantly dripping from my hands and fingertips at like just like an oozing slime texture, and it just coats everything. Like there's no escape from it. It drips everywhere that I'm going. It's down my legs, all over my feet, all over the ground. It doesn't really stick to me. It constantly drips off, but it is just everywhere. It just represents all the gold and money that I've like got my little grubby fingers on from scamming people. And then caught in the same vice is I have two like moth antenna to be constantly listening and
Oh,
hearing my
listening in.
surroundings.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
Haley, you always go bug fae, and I love it.
I do always go bug fae.
We stand on Sealy in this household.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Is that everybody? I think everybody's described their characters. Yes. All right.
We just need monikers now.
Monikers now. Yes. Does everyone have a name?
I do.
Oh, we do. Can we hear some ideas so then I can get some extra inspo?
I will give you the real quick. The choose a moniker, a mask to wear as you tell your tale. The Scofflaw, the Lost Child, the Lung, the Crowborn, or whatever you want.
Insert one here.
Those are the given examples.
Crowborn for Haley, liking shiny things.
That's not bad.
Gold.
Hi, rah.
Thin the veil.
In the veil.
The veil's already very thin here. We're dealing with.
We're in the Faerealm now, rah.
Fae.
Okay, so
go ahead,
the moniker I chose is the Monarch.
Ooh, that's good.
What she wishes to be, but never could be.
I've got mine. I figured it.
Yeah, what's
the
yours?
Monarch.
What'd you figure?
Let me just quickly write yours down, Mel.
I also am very happy it's very bug themed, like your antenna. So I'm happy we're on trend at least with this.
Yeah, that's cool because that's great because my name isn't. It's I'm the listening horde.
Ooh. Oh shit.
Are we pulling these from somewhere?
Nope.
No.
We're just making them
we
up.
just made our own.
Okay.
I love that there's potentially like little crossovers between our names because it's like the Monarch. Oh, that must be the one with the moth antenna. No. Because I want to go with the Stitched.
Ooh.
Which would you would think that the smile would be the Stitched, but
yes.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with the fact that you chose that, Matt, because I chose the Shattered.
Yes!
Whoa!
We are crushing it. We're so good at this game.
And then Haley, yours
should
again
I cut
was
mine down to just the horde then?
No.
No, listening horde's great.
Yeah.
Listening horde's
cool.
great. Listening
because the idea is that now that I have all this thing, I'm collecting gossip just as much as I collect the K-ish. Cool.
All right, Taylor, thoughts?
Thanks, Tony.
I was thinking the Widowed, but I'm more obsessed with finding my son. So like, and then I was like, oh, the woman in white, but no, she killed.
Oh.
Yeah, that's actually a supernatural.
You could put Petty somewhere in there?
The Petty.
Like the Petty Searcher or something like that. Like, because what else was there? There was Revenge, Petty. What are the other little bits and pieces that you've got in your story?
Well, I don't know what caused. Oh yeah, there's Revenge and there's Petty Revenge, but that was just sort of like our link.
Petty Gambler.
Yeah, but I'm saying like as in like just like have a look at other things that may influence your story because like you wouldn't have hired a con man to do Petty Revenge if it wasn't a big part of your like the idea is that it was a big part. That's why we're here together. It influenced you so much you grew seeds.
I'm also trying to think if there's a way
Maybe
to connect.
I felt so guilty because I just asked you to sabotage this other person, but you took it a step further and sabotaged everyone.
Ooh, yeah. You could be like the guilty mother. That's horrible and sad.
The Petty Gambler?
Ooh.
Because you're gambling with the deal you also made.
Yeah.
To try and find information. But I don't know if...
You could be like the desperate.
That's what I was
You
about
could
to say.
be the
fun.
You could be the spinster, which is like a woman resigned to having no children. Even though you're not that, it's a mask to wear to maybe protect that last little hope that you have for having a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Matt, what was yours again? Sorry.
The stitched.
The stitched.
Stitch.
Isn't there? No, it's. Oh my gosh, this is gonna kill me. There's a Mexican. I think.
La
it's-
Llorona.
Yeah, how she lost her child and now she's just taking everyone else's.
There's different stories. Originally, the story is that she had children with a lover. The lover was not interested in staying with her anymore. She drowned her children she had with that lover and is forever haunted to search for the souls of the children she killed. But that's just one iteration of the story. There's multiple.
That leads back to the woman in white.
Yes. All the trigger warnings for everyone at home again.
Yeah.
Just glad we reiterate this.
This is so hard. This is the one part that I'm really slow at, and I'm indecisive.
Names are tough, but there's one thing to keep in mind is like a Fae title would be something that can be confusing. It's
Yes.
meant to be as referential as it is deflective. It's something that you want to embody, and it is aspirational, but it is also something that can allow you to talk about things without seeming like you're talking about things.
Okay, so then this means probably would work because like, oh, I'm childless, but I'm
You're
not.
childless.
Is that
Technically, you're childless right now. Like that's the thing, is that like
Yeah.
it's kind of, you're making a cruel joke of yourself in the hopes that you're protecting that last hope of achieving the thing you want. Could be a way of doing it. I don't want to play your character for you. You should do what you want.
No, it's okay. I mean, this Spencer doesn't sound as cool as the Stitched. And
Yeah.
like
Freaking
The bloody is just right there.
red-handed.
this
The red-handed? No, that's too long.
The
The bloody.
Spawn?
Banshee.
Oh, the Banshee's
The
good.
Ooh, I like the Banshee.
Yeah.
Banshee's
Ooh,
good.
I like the Banshee.
Yeah.
Let's go
That's
Hell
a vibe.
yeah.
Let's go Banshee.
Woohoo!
That's great.
My
Hi,
favorite
Andrew.
myth. I got you.
And Andrew's here. Everyone from all of the
All the
TTRPG
friends.
spaces are here. Hello, everybody. Welcome.
All right. So
Looks
all
like we
the
have
monikers.
everything.
We are ready to go from the Psalm of Vacant Flesh to the Psalm of Thirsting Roots. The hymn swells with ancient pride and bids the forest lend her strength. Put worthy words to the shape of those boughs beneath whose shade your doom came on you. They will feed your faltering flames. So we now will determine what this world is like, what this realm is.
Ooh.
And I love that even though this is not like a tarot game, this feels very much like a tarot spread.
Yes.
This
It
little
does.
map
It is
that we're about to
very
fill out.
spread heavy, which this game is a world building ritual, which I love.
Yeah.
It's very ritualistic.
It would be fun to see how different tarot decks that all have different themes on each of them can heavily influence the Fey world too that goes into it.
Yeah.
That'd be really fun.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. Now, again, I will do the dealing here, but we will now deal out the cards into this formation here. To begin with, you read the second psalm. So, we call the land, call we all, to nurture broken seeds unsown.
Ooh.
And then we will deal to each spot here. And then we will go, let's see, I think it's this one next. It doesn't actually really matter. I don't think which nope, it's this one down here, but I'm going to do it in the order. And then here, and finally here. Okay, so we will begin at the beginning.
Ooh.
Bring these all the right way. Get my sheets in order. All right. So our first thing to do after the pattern. So when the pattern is complete, reveal the keystone at its center. This recurring theme binds our mother of forests at her roots. Its ever-present specter haunted your final days there. So we'll flip the middle card, the keystone, the 3 of hearts. So it is between a 2 and a 4 of hearts, which is allure. So allure binds our mother of forests at her roots. Its ever-present specter haunted your final days here. So now that that's there, we determine the gate. The gate is a pure manifestation. Yeah.
I was gonna say that's like a general overriding flavor of the Fae like forest we're gonna be exploring, or the Fae environment is allure.
Yeah.
Yes, it is alluring. Yes.
Yes.
We're not fishing then?
Well, depends on.
Sorry, I had to do the stupid.
That
took
was
me a second. Yeah, that took me a second. Yeah.
That was so bad.
So
I grew up fishing, so I knew immediately.
With the keystone comes the gate, a pure manifestation of fairy in your world. Just as the keystone defines the forest, it also defines the door that brought you to her. Use the keystone to describe the shape of the path between our worlds. So remember the word alluring. Its suit offers further clues. So a heart is, how did its alluring form tempt you to unwise investigation? A pristine staircase spilling from the mouth of a hollow tree trunk, or...
Ooh, yeah. What did this gate look like that all of us were just like, let's do this?
I have a thought. And I only say that just because of it being a prompt from the physical description that I gave of the monarch. I have this sensation that it's like this almost garden area where it's like this cobblestone like pathway that leads towards a set of stairs, and it looks like it opens up to a very like pristine, untouched, like otherworldly sort of garden and trees and everything else. And instead it's a ruse, it's like a mirage, and instead you fall off of the edge towards what is unfortunately a very steep fall.
Interesting.
Because I was thinking with her crown being embedded in her head, that's how she actually died when she made impact.
But we haven't died yet.
We
got
have
a
to make
journey
it
to
there.
go. Yeah.
We have to make it there.
We've not died yet. This is how we get in. But I like the idea of like an alluring garden, like a rose garden almost, like something pretty and beautiful.
I was gonna say, what if it presents something different to each who look on it? It offers the most alluring thing to you.
The Garden of Erised.
So yes.
Oh, how about it is like the whispers of something you're looking for, like behind a door or something like that. Like it's like it's as something as like it's tricky. It's like you hear something that you want, and it could be as simple as like free cake, and you're like, oh,
fuck yeah, I'm going.
Little Edie showing there. That's how Edie got to this realm. Yeah.
Yes, that's how Edie got to the realm. Exactly.
That's how I got to the realm. I want cake now.
I want cake.
But you know what I mean? Like, I feel like because that fits. I feel like that could fit a myriad of options and world views. Is that it's just like a whispers of what you want behind a door that make you open it, and you know it could be anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you heard your
and the door
son
could
like
be
on the other side of the door. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And obviously you could be walking through a forest and a little hut is there, and then you hear like noise behind it, and you're like, what?
You're in a castle or courtyard or busy market. You could be like, busy market walking through. And then
oh, so this is a door that we all arrived at, not as all 5 of us, but as like in whatever pairings we were in or whatever singletons we were in, a door. So what is does the door always look the same? Like if it sounds different on the other side, is there any way to know that this is a door? This is the door.
I reckon that would be really cool. I reckon there would be something.
Maybe there's
Some
maybe
little,
the
like,
maybe the
maker's mark.
handle itself is the same. So like the door could be any door, but the
Yes.
handle or the plaque that is like the metal or the etching or something that is like
Very
you're
ornate
actually
knob.
yes, the
Yeah.
thing that you're
Hey.
touching and turning is the thing that is the signal or something. I don't know. That sounds fun though.
The knob is, what if it's like a gilded, like, shield shape offering protection or like whatever thing, like a safe place, right? Like a place to like find the thing you're looking for. I'm trying to think if there's something better than a shield. It's
Wait,
just the
no,
first thing that
it
came to
should
mind.
be like the series of unfortunate events crystal door knob thing, and then you know how when you get your when you look into a big crystal that's got a lot of different facets,
Yes.
and then you get your reflection, and it's clearly you, but like warped, and so maybe
Yeah.
that is
Yep.
like what that door handle is, and so you get this view of yourself that's warped, but the warped is much more than it should be, or something.
More alluring reflections within that
Yeah.
warped
Or
doorknob.
or it's like
It shows you what you want. So if I were to look into this door handle, it would show me with my son.
or is it so here's the thing. If it's whispering from behind the temptation,
It's got to
the
be
alluring,
instantaneous. Yeah, the
Yeah.
view in the thing has got to be instantaneous. That's got to be like, or because like, I would say that majority don't even know that that is
Yes.
the handle itself. Like,
Yeah.
So
but
here-
the reflection itself, it's like if you were watching a video, like a movie, and the
Yeah.
camera was
camera
panned
shows
on
the
the
reflection.
handle.
Yeah.
Yes. The camera shows your terrible reflection or the weird
But you
reflection
didn't
or the
clock
something
it.
reflection,
Right.
but you did not see that. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
What if this is where the Fae trickery element came in? Is that it
Yes.
shows you what you will become on the other side of that door. So you technically get into this with all the knowledge you should have had. You knew what you were getting into. You just maybe didn't look carefully enough. And so that's why the Fae like hands off. Like we told you what was gonna happen. You chose to
Not
ignore
our fault
it.
you didn't listen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
our fault
deal.
you didn't look
Yeah.
down.
Didn't
Yeah.
read the fine print.
Yeah, and it's almost like a handshake.
Yeah,
like-
it is
exactly.
the deal. Turning
Yeah.
the knob equals
Yeah.
the handshake in a deal.
Ooh, what if the knob is like human temperature, like
A-
at all
a
times?
burned
It's not
hand.
cold. It's
yeah.
crystal, but it's like the temperature of like a person. So it's like a handshake, even in
Yeah.
the coldest climate, even in
Love.
places where it shouldn't be.
Love that. Yes.
Hell
that's
fucking
creepy.
and. These notes are going to be very interesting to look back on later.
I'm not taking any notes, so I hope you'll
I'll take a picture
Cool.
and I'll send it to you, but this is going to be like the notes that you read for one of our sessions where it's like, I don't know
It's
where
okay.
this came from. Be aware of Mr. McTouch-a-lot.
this is being recorded. So
Yes.
I will
always
volunteer
go
to
back.
go back and watch it if we need extra things.
Did we decide the door itself looks, so the handle never changes? Does the door itself change depending
door
on like,
changes.
what you
The door
need?
changes.
The door changes.
The door,
Yeah,
yes, the door
changes
is
to match its
whatever.
environment.
Mhm.
Yes, yeah. So the door is just what door exists in that
Yes.
world. So like my bedroom door is my bedroom door.
Ooh,
It is what it
interesting,
is, and
okay.
it always has been. But you hear the
handle
whisper.
changes.
The handle changes. You grab the handle to investigate. It's the intent of investigating the noise you want, because like
Mhm.
there's no clear reality behind the noise. It's a pure driven thing
Yes.
in my head anyway. That's the way
Okay.
I've got it.
Yep.
I love it so much. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it.
So it's whatever real world door is in that place.
Yes.
The noise and the handle are the two that like offer that. All right.
Yeah. The noise is the lure, the handle is the magic.
Yeah.
It'll be funny if
And-
that's the only door in the area.
And the pact. The handle
and the
the handle's
pact.
also the pact, the
Yep.
the
Yes.
securing of the
Handshake.
meaning.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
All right.
that's fun.
This is very fun.
I love this.
So-
That's a good gate.
The final
That's some
bit
good
of the
gate.
It locked itself, of course, as soon as you came through. Many of your kind have made their way to our forest. Few find a way back. How very human to expect that every path should bring you exactly where you wish to be.
Oof, I love that. Because of
and then-
course of
course
the door
you-
doesn't go back because the door doesn't take you where it's supposed to go either.
Mhm.
Like
Mhm.
So
Sorry.
the play
I love
loop
it.
where we are done with character creation and world building starting basically here. So now we are in the play
Mhm.
loop of the game. This is important. So every story has its patterns. This is the pattern of your doom. We will reveal a card on the table, one of these three. Read said table. Discuss the question. Play a card. Read the table again. Discuss, and then mark our effigies. So at the end of this, our effigies will be marked by the things that we encounter. There are 3 things to encounter here. I'm going to move some cards out of the way so we can see them. We have the creatures of this land, which I believe this calls, what is it name? I think they're all T words. Oh, no, they're not. Denizens is the topmost card. The terrain is the bottom left card. And the timber is the bottom right card. So these will reveal what lives in this realm, what the world of this realm sort of looks like, and what the trees of this realm are. So the way this works, we will choose. Anybody have a preference? Anybody have something they want to go first
you get to pick?
on? Yeah, you don't have to go in order. I don't think.
Oh, I think it goes timber first. The card to the right of the keystone reveals the host of
Yeah.
otherworldly trees that met you on the other side.
So the spots are all there. I don't know that it matters like which one, but yeah,
Gotcha.
we can just go in order. That's fine. Let's just do timber. That's easy. That
Yeah,
keeps
let's
us from
just-
having
let's
do 'em.
choices.
The reason I assumed they were in order is because terrain reads when at last the woods gave way to open ground.
Good call.
We
Yeah,
expect you
that's a
thought
good
yourself
call.
Yeah.
free from further harm and unwise hope, and then you reveal the
Yeah, so
terrain.
That's a
we
good
need
idea. Yep.
ideas.
Okay. So, yes, timber. We'll go ahead and flip our card. The 8 of Hearts.
We have
It's
so many
going down.
hearts.
It's a lot of hearts.
I'm yelling timber.
So, the card to the right of your keystone reveals the host of otherworldly trees that met you on the other side. Here we find gnarled yew fingers. So
I love that it's like a handshake of
Yeah,
a doorknob into
yeah.
finger forest.
This is what I love about world building games is that there's always connections to be made. Like when they're written well, there's always a thing that you're like, holy shit, that fits so well with like what we went with. That's so good. And it's hearts, so it bearing scars of some past disaster.
Ooh. I would
Which-
also like to point out that yew trees naturally are very poisonous for a lot of the different breeds that exist or species that exist. So
Ooh. And because it's a heart, these are bearing scars of some past disaster.
Yes.
Oh, did you say that?
Yeah. I
yeah,
I
did.
know that.
just sorry.
Yeah, he just said that.
I'm a dummy.
You were,
Nah, you're
you
good.
were too busy
Repetition.
reading.
Yeah,
was
Matt got too
reading.
excited about the trees.
Yeah.
They couldn't see the forest for the trees.
Oh,
Ah.
Ah! I'll show myself out. Sorry.
All right. So,
Is it too cliche to just go fire?
Fire.
no.
Yeah, are they burnt and smolt like?
So-
are they dark and burnt like after a bushfire?
So we
Or
With the tr- with
wait,
the
what?
leaves
How
still
can we
lush.
interpret the word disaster in a strange way?
So real quick,
Ooh.
let me
Could
read the
it-
question so we know what we're
Ooh,
answering.
yeah.
Read
Oh,
it, read it, read it.
What?
So we've
I thought
revealed
this
the card.
was the question we were answering.
We've revealed the card. We've read the table. We know what the trees are. They are gnarled yew fingers bearing scars of some past disaster. Now the question is:
Oh.
discuss your dim memories of our forest. How did it appear to you? What impression did it leave? Did you feel some greater truth peeking out from the foliage? And so the way that this works is that when you dredge up a memory you like enough to keep, play one of your own cards atop the timber and tell us what it truly was. So you will play one of your cards from your hand when you, as a player, when we've discussed and you feel like, ooh, I really like that, you will lock that down and say, we feel good about this, and play a card, and that will give us the next read on the table.
Okay.
So, yes. How did the forest appear to you? What impression did it leave? And did it feel some greater truth peeking out from the foliage? And so if we would like to answer what past... Haley took her headphones off right away.
She had to plug them
She's
in
done.
since she
Yeah.
said it was dying.
She's
Yeah.
That's
no done
fine.
with this.
That's fine.
I
Bye.
told you all it was going to happen at one point.
Yeah.
I didn't hear it. I think my headphone... I think that's when I was changing the battery. Was that what you
That's
said
what-
when my
yes,
batteries...
that-
Yeah, uh-huh.
That's exactly what I was saying when you were changing your
Uh-huh.
headphones off over. That's exactly when that happened.
Nailed it.
So yeah, so gnarled yew fingers bearing scars from some past disaster. How did it appear to us?
I do love the idea of it like being a non-traditional, like, because fire's right there, like fire's front door, easy to go. What other disaster? Like, this is so dark, and the first thought that came to my head was like, what if there was like a war here that happened in this wood, and the losers of said war were strung up, and this forest is a forest of hanging trees, and so there are the remnants of rope half rotted, and like you see like there are some branches that don't have any rope attached to them, but there is like a gnarled like cut ring in the branch where it like grew around and sort of like ballooned around a rope knot before it eventually fell away.
I love that. I literally was having the exact same idea, but I was like gonna say that the disaster was that the forest grew too quickly and it just consumed a village entirely. So like, yes, everyone's hanging from the trees. Yes, everyone's dead, but they have been like, that's because the trees like fucking strung them up as it grew so fast. Like,
I love that.
The war is fun. I don't know. Do you want to do for the Feywild that it was war or that it was? Yeah.
I'm gonna do a big brain, tie it all together.
Go.
These trees are the gnarled fingers of a infinitely handed old dead god that played puppets with the towns that it could find in the Feywild, and in doing so killed them. And this is the remnants of the last town before some hero of yore came to slay the god. So the trees are the only thing that remains. So they are still strung between the trees are the corpses or bones of each of the citizens of these last villages the god had its hands on before it was killed by something else.
I love it.
Blood for the bog. Nope, wrong game.
It's actually making me think of the first arc of Demon Slayer where they face the lower moon and it's the spider demons and all of like the demon hunter core getting like strung up into the trees. Yeah.
There's a Silk Song has a very similar like things are like strung up at a certain point of the game as they're like on spider webs and
Oh shit.
So you can add
that
to
reminds
that
me. Well, that reminds me of that one tree that's actually one like I forget the name of it, but it's a single entity. It's one colony. It's just one thing, and there's thousands and thousands of trees that are all rooted from the same thing. So I got those vibes, and I like that. That's really good.
Yeah.
So
I want to add an extra thing.
Yeah.
As you walk through the forest, the reason why you continue walking and not just immediately like break down and cry is that in the skeletons and the bones that you see that like are wrapped around the trees is that like they feel familiar, and you get like glimpses of familiarity and like comfortability as you like gaze upon some of them for moments, and that's what makes you like kind of move further in. Because what was that? There was a heart again, which is kind of like...
Was that alluring?
Yeah.
Yes.
So in this case, hearts are...
Emotions, memories, and desire, which was like... And then this is the whispers of a dead lover's voice ringing hollow in your dreams. So like... It feels comforting rather than... It's like when you see... what is it, like the Day of the Dead, and they celebrate it beautifully where you're at a cemetery and everything is covered in flowers and like these beautiful baked goods and pops of color and paint, all this kind of stuff. And so it's like this morbid situation that has been brought to like this beautiful celebration. So like as you're walking through the Fae, there's the gnarled trees, which are clearly this remnants of the disaster, but the bones and stuff may be surrounded by like flowers and look presented, and I don't know.
Maybe some people got when it was unassumed, so they didn't look like they were out of horror or out of fear. It just took them quickly before they could react, so they looked more natural, maybe.
what's that movie where there's like the nature fights back against the people and then they all
The Happening?
turn into The Happening.
Oh.
And they're like those flower people. No, is it The Happening?
That's
Where they're the flower
Annihilation.
people? That's Annihilation.
Annihilation.
Yeah.
Yes.
That
Whether-
movie
yeah.
messed me up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
The book
that's,
is really
My
good.
but could you? But that's the image I have of like they're like
Mhm.
beautiful, but
Yeah.
dead.
So
Like when that
yeah.
when that body is like Rorschach splayed out on the wall, and it's like the skull, but then it's just like flowers and moss and vines all
Yeah.
growing up out of that death.
Horrifyingly beautiful.
what
Oh,
if
no.
Yes.
what if the hero that came to slay the old dead god was the first to make a deal with the Fae of this world and got a sort of jaded deal of being a hero, but in the process of doing so wanted to free the townspeople, the villagers who were strung up in the trees, and the sort of backhandedness of the deal was that the hero slayed the god, but the people weren't allowed to be freed, and so he had to just wait while they slowly died in the trees, strung between the hands of this old dead god, being
He wanted
consumed
to-
by.
Or you
Yeah.
could say freedom came instantaneously, and they all were like
Yeah.
turned to that like that.
Yeah.
Ooh, they were
Instantly.
part of the god at this point. That like once
Yeah.
they were
Yeah.
consumed, well, they looked separate. They were still part of it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Or I could see it being like freed as in let go, allowed to
Yeah.
expire, freed from the
Yeah.
death, but also, yeah. Oh, because yeah, the Fae would have known. And so like I like the idea that this god was like puppeting them in order to become them and like through
Yes.
them create more bodies of it. Yeah.
Yes.
So in killing the god, he killed all of the other ones who had like they were too far gone. They weren't individuals anymore. They were
You're right.
pieces.
They couldn't.
Yep.
They couldn't be freed or saved.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was
Yeah.
a empty
This was
promise.
their freedom.
Yeah.
Death
Their
is the
destruction was
sweetest
their freedom. Yeah.
Death was their freedom. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
How did we learn that? Did we encounter this hero that's still here?
Unable to die, absorbed the power of an old dead god, but only
Mhm.
insofar as they aren't allowed to die. I think
Maybe
so.
he's the
I,
monster.
Galactus lore.
Maybe he's the monster we'd create later.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah,
I'm thinking
that's-
of this Galactus lore, so to speak, and
Yeah.
I won't say for what movie in case no one's seen it yet, but if you know, you know.
which one could it be of the movies with Galactus? The whole two of them.
I just wanted to be safe just in case.
It's all right. Sick. All right. So I guess we still have some questions here. How did it appear to you? So I think it seems like at first beautiful, at first very like floral, and sort of after looking through, realizing that the trees were actually the gnarled fingers of a dead god, and the flower beings were covering skeletons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have this, I don't know why, but I saw like that first episode of Knights of Guinevere on YouTube. And there's that whole segment where the Guinevere robot is under the illusion. Everything is like a hologram, so she's seeing a false reality with like, you know, tubes and whatnot being plugged in. And if it's alluring, for me personally, alluring for a forest is like seeing fog slowly roll over, and it's like just thin enough where you can see through the other side, and you see like all the trees and all the plants and stuff. And I have a feeling like we probably would have seen the memory of the old hero like fighting the old god with this like
Ooh,
thin veil of fog that goes
Bless
around
you.
it. And there's
Really
little
good.
bits and pieces where you see the bodies of people who are, you know, encased in wood and they're long gone, as like that stark reality of what actually happened. Kind of like this
They're
Nice.
frozen, like they're locked in combat. It's like there's shrubs that are sort of like in the shape of people, like with
Yeah.
like, locking swords and
Mhm.
Do
stuff
you,
like that.
Mel? You
Yeah.
you said that idea of how we're seeing this memory. Do you want to play your own card, or can I play a card to lock that in? Because that's really cool, and I have an idea for how to roll off of the table.
Okay, if
Okay, I'm gonna play my 2 of spades onto that, onto our timber card. So you use your card to discuss, to look at the second table, which is how have the trees been twisted by a Fae glamour? And I'm gonna do so. 2 is weeping a tingling oil, and I think my character is like, she's in it for the exploration, the adventure, the call to not whatever life she was supposed to have, and so it's just like seeing this oil dripping from these things, and immediately like comes up to like inspect it and touch it, and in that oil is these memories, and so like as it touches your skin, it seeps in, and you start seeing the memories of how this played out. Colin, you clearly
I was gonna say
brain blasted.
Is it the same? Is this oil the same thing that like drips from Haley's character? The like golden liquid that memories or gossip, or is this real? She's now made of these things.
Yeah. And then I think so it's a 2 of spades. So the weeping, tingling oil dripping from these. So memory oil. These notes are quickly getting briefer and more ridiculous.
Because that immediately would have caught my attention in the way that like, let's check to see if this is flammable. And then I touched it and it never left my hands. Like it just started leaking from my hands after the first time I touched it, just forever.
Yeah, I love it. And then because it's a spade, the prompt is recall a subtle omen that made it clear you were not welcome here. And I think as we're seeing that like memory play out of like what happened here, the hero coming in, slaying it, these people being a part of this old god, the Stitch just feels this little like poke at the bottom of her foot, and it is this like little yew sapling like trying to grow up through her foot, like trying to claim another, like none can exist in this forest except for the old god, so unless you would like to be a part of it, get on out.
Get out.
Yeah
Keep moving.
Yes.
I was thinking along that realm of yew, the sap could be poisonous, since yew trees are naturally poisonous, and the longer exposure to the oil, maybe you start seeing, instead of the face of the hero, you see like rotting flesh start to fall and the skulls start to pop up and you hear the screams. Sorry, you all right?
what if having enough oil, you ingest enough of these memories of the people who were here that you become them, and that like the reason these skeletons look so familiar is that they are still being made and claimed out of the people who are reliving the incident in the past, the present, and future.
Hell yeah.
The oil is, what if it is the blend of the sort of golden blood of this old dead god mixed with the memory of the people blended into the god, and the hero
mixed with the sap of the trees.
And the hero in taking on the power of the dead god realized that those memories would all be lost. There's a choice to be made here. The memories could be lost if he would just leave, but all of that would vanish if he does.
So then the hero never left.
Yeah.
He's still here, chilling.
And the hero is still alive? Like, are they still a person?
We don't know that yet.
We could have said, at any point, you could just decide to play a card and be like, and we saw him, and this is what it was like.
There's more world to build. I'm going to hang on to my cards.
I can't spell for shit. So many pages.
FOR space SHIT.
For shit.
I can't spell for shit.
Yeah.
Oh.
So the spade actually gives us all an omen. So each of us will go through. So Matt, you have your omen. So when you're satisfied with this further detail, which is the oil, the tingling oil, use your card suit to tell us the first dark turn in the final chapter of your lives. So for Matt's character, it was this like sapling sort of bursting through and trying to claim the character. And then, when each has had their say, mark your effigies to represent a lasting impression our forest left on you. So in what way did this thing mark itself on you?
Oh, no. Okay. Because I kind of included mine with the thing that happened.
You could make it something else. Like, it doesn't have to be...
Actually, can I change what the other one was that I got from Taylor and keep the dripping oil from the forest?
There's no rules
Maybe?
here.
Okay, I'm going to think about it. Give me 2 seconds to think about this.
Doing an art.
An art.
I would really love to get an artist to make these characters at the end of all of this.
You're the artist. That's the call to action.
Recall a subtle
I
omen
can't
that
draw
made
to
it
save my
clear
life.
you were not welcome here.
Ooh.
I made a little sapling
Nice.
busting up through her foot.
I'm trying to think. So we have to do something like that for each of us, right?
Mm.
Yeah.
What the forest left on us.
Yeah.
What
Or something
subtle
like that, yeah.
omen did it leave on you?
Ooh. Okay.
Recall a subtle omen that made it clear you were not welcome here.
I think for me.
Oh, okay.
Here, let me read the whole. So, when you're satisfied with your further detail, the tingling oil,
Mhm.
use your card's suit to tell us the first dark turn in the final chapter of your lives. So this is the moment that you've stepped into this realm, and it is the first instance of you realizing that this is where you're going to die. You may not know it yet, but this is the thing that ultimately at the end it says, remember, our journey through the dwell ends with us broken and bleeding in the clutches of the noble Fae. Every step we take brings us closer to this fate. So in this case, what subtle omen made it clear you were not welcome here, and how did that lead you? How is that the first thing that you saw in the final chapter of your life?
Okay.
So this specific thing doesn't necessarily kill us because we're still building the world, but it will play into our death.
Right.
Okay.
I'm thinking. I'm kind of tempted to use my diamond card because.
So there's no. So we don't play cards now.
We don't- yeah, we just-
play the
I
card here
think
to
it's-
like lock in. No, you're good. You're
I
good.
misread that. Yeah.
Nope, you're all right.
Because I'm thinking.
It is ambiguous. I mean, you could, because the earlier up it says when you dredged up a memory you like enough to keep, play one of your own cards atop the timber and tell us what it truly was.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you just do it once or if you could do the play card part multiple times. I'm not sure.
I don't know. Robbie, if you're in the chat, let us know. What do we do?
Robbie, how
do we play? I
I
think when I played at PAX, it was just one card, and it was like
It was
when
just
you
one card.
decide, like when you've agreed on the
Okay.
thing, you go from there. But I mean,
Got
it could work either way.
have no
Robbie,
idea.
help us.
Yeah. But we'll find out. We'll see.
So in that case, I have an idea for an omen for the monarch.
Yeah.
Because gossip is so important to her, I have this feeling that she might start talking, and all of a sudden her throat feels very dry, and she can't feel like she gets any words out, and she does a deep cough. And when she does and opens her hand, she sees dead leaves that have, well, I don't want to say perforated, but they have replaced the words that she would have been spouting gossip about instead. So kind of a scary omen, at least for her, anyway. More physical.
Like it.
So mine would have just leaves just coming out of the mouth portion of the effigy.
I guess it does make sense that you wouldn't play cards whenever. So you play one card per triad of like per prompt. Yes.
There's
Okay.
one
that's
extra
correct.
card per scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That makes sense.
So will at
Gotcha,
the end will we be left over with like multiple cards per person? Is that am I correct
Potentially.
in this?
I guess each of us have three. F and chat. Each of us have three that like, yep, just use it to lock down the truth you've discussed. Yeah.
Got it.
So we've got
Okay.
the tingling memory oil. Now it's just an omen per person.
Once
and
per-
then
got it. Sick. Okay.
we
cool.
move forward. Cool.
Because each card, even though if we have the same suit, each card is a different prompt that would lead us to.
Yeah,
okay.
and it
So
comes
it's just
up a
based
little
off
bit
of more of what we want. Okay.
Yeah, in the next ones, I think that's a thing. More so. So, sick. All right. Okay. So yeah, omens. What mark did this leave on you in your effigy, and like what omen was related?
Oh, okay. I'm not gonna read it, but apparently the last psalm is if you came to the end with 0, 1, 2, or 3 cards, you get a different ending. So I'm not reading that.
Sick.
But it's basically just like if you, depending on how much you world built before, might change what you end with.
Amazing. Man, okay. I think for me. I think for my character, the golden liquid sort of drips onto him while entering and fills in a few of the cracks that now are present. It vanishes in the moment, but I'm going to take this the kind of opposite direction of like an omen doesn't necessarily tell you you're not welcome. I guess this one does say it makes it clear you're not welcome, but I'm gonna steal the prompt and say this did not tell him right away he was not welcome. It wasn't until much later, every time he was injured moving forward in this journey, the gold filled in a little bit more.
Seeing as... Wait. Do we, now that we've entered, like, this is our body, so Haley's got the stitched mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily yet. These are, like, your character that you've drawn, the thing that you've, like, made, is you at the end of all these things. And so...
Okay.
The timeline is a little bit weird. Like we've created what we look like at the end with at least a couple different things, but you're adding other things from the journey to where we got now, basically.
That's why I'm not like hard drawing in line work for her whole body.
Yeah.
I'm just drawing in the pieces that I know are there.
Okay. Cool. I am thinking...
Yes.
Oh,
I love the antenna and the stitch mouth. Yes. So good.
Yeah.
I'm thinking I'll also go a slightly more subtle way. That the embers of her hair are no longer that dark orange, bright red. They're now that gold, as though her hair is burning those plants. And so it's the oil burning in her hair. And whenever she cries, they're not tears, it's that gold.
Ooh, nice.
Because she's got flowers for eyes.
Yeah.
Or will have flowers for eyes. So
yeah,
eventually she will start crying gold. Or this tingly oil.
Yeah.
I love that. I've done, as she was entering the forest and walking, exploring and looking at things, similarly to the spike in the foot, is that these kind of like vines, similarly to barbed wire, kind of ripped and destroyed the shoes that kept her feet safe on the streets, the pant legs that kept her protected in the from the sun, and just like tore up her legs, making it difficult to walk, just lacerations everywhere. So wrapped around her, almost like ballerina ribbons, is just like this barbed
Thorny
wire
vine,
made of thorns. Yeah.
Nice. Very cool.
Not having a good time.
Not a good time.
But she's dashing. Don't you forget.
She makes it work.
It's giving
Mhm.
slay. It's giving
Splain.
It's giving slain. Yeah, absolutely.
It's giving the torture that ballerinas literally go through.
Yeah.
We,
Mel, did you do your omen?
Yeah.
I did, yeah.
Okay.
Her coughing dead leaves.
The leaves.
Yes.
So I think we're omened up. I think we're ready to.
Yeah. Ready to go
Go
on
to the-
On to
terrain.
the next one.
terrain.
All right.
Choo choo.
Let's
It's
run
a cliff. No.
Let's run a terrain on this game.
Oh god.
All right. Yikes.
But first, I want to
Uh,
talk about those pants.
The terrain. So, when at last the woods gave way to open ground, we expect you thought yourself free from further harm. An unwise hope. Reveal the card left of the keystone to recall the bleak territory that challenged your further progress. The Six of Clubs. So it is a spiny crag with clubs, the additional marred with the signs of past exploitation, which is sick. So
This fits
discuss
so good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
discuss this shift in the landscape. Did the timber yield easily to the stone's demand? Was one region preferable to the other? Did they blend so perfectly that you failed to notice until you were deep in the heart of the terrain?
I'm
So first-
thinking. Oh, sorry.
I was going to say, first question just is, did the timber yield easily to the stone's demand? Did the forest give way to the terrain easily?
I want to say no, and that the forest fought to expand and get away from the hero. So maybe like the wood and like the forest itself wasn't able to expand, but more flexible parts of plants were able to. So vines and roots, thorns,
Branches.
yeah, creeping vines, like those creeper plants
kinda
that
like-
just grow along
Like
walls.
venom, like the vibe that like it's kind of like
Mhm.
trying to grow out and grab further, but it
Yeah,
can't.
Yep.
Yeah, what's the like bacteria and fungus do it? How they get like
Yeah.
those spindly little
Yeah.
things? They just keep growing and expanding and crawling.
These are like the
Mycelium.
god's fingers, right? So like at the edge of the wood, it's like they're reaching forward. Like the trees are like bending back down to like try and
Yeah.
claw the wood.
Yeah, it's like the final
Further.
grasp of
Yeah.
like down,
Yeah,
before
so-
you fall off the cliff
Mhm.
vibes.
Yeah, so the trees can be like actually bending, and when they enter, like touch the ground again or something, there's no more trees, but
Mhm.
there are roots or thick vines where it's
Mhm.
tried to change
Mm.
its structure to be able to more readily adapt to this new environment.
Mhm.
But I think, do you reckon it's pretty stark, the difference though? Like once you stumble
Yeah.
from the god's hands into the terrain, it is literally like you turn, like maybe you don't notice it going out, but once you reach it, you turn back and go, how did I not notice or something?
Yeah.
Like it's like stepping through, yeah, I don't know.
I think, and this is just personally my view, the blending of things becoming so subtle, I think, while excellent at hiding secrets and keeping things subtle, personally, I think it's overdone. I like the stark difference. Like, whoa,
Yeah.
why did this not continue? Why is this place so different to 3 steps in the other direction? Like, I think it's a lot more jarring and a lot more scary.
I'm picturing when
Yeah.
Treebird is like, or Treebeard is like trying to get the hobbits back to where they came, and he like just suddenly walks out of Fangorn Forest, and he's like, "Holy
Yeah.
shit! This is completely
Yeah.
different terrain. What just happened?" I think it's
Yes.
that, and maybe the
Yes.
past exploitation is like there's like axe marks in some of these trees, and people were trying to use this oil to like ingest the god and become it, and so there are these weird like wood blended with stone, kind of like statues that are all like twisted and mouth shaped barrels of oil that are just like that have that like awful gloss on the top of them. They've just been like pooling there for too long.
Yep.
Mel is about to explode. What you got?
So what if it's two gods or the same god who got split? So the forest that we start with is like a diseased portion of the god where it's hungry, it constantly needs to be fed, it needs all of this sustenance, it's dying, actively seeking out something so it doesn't die. The exploitation being that while maybe the other part of the forest was actively trying to grow and get away and avoid becoming diseased, like Taylor was saying, maybe people who were living in other villages at that point were trying to exploit and maybe trying to destroy some of the living trees to try and, build a wall, so to speak, to escape from the inevitable, maybe not fully accepting it. I don't know if that's another angle we want to go for.
I'm stuck, not stuck. I'm in this, like, I have this thing in my head of, like, the question of, like, did the timber yield easily to the stone's demands? Of, like, does the throat yield easily to the hand? If a hand grasping and choking, does it yield easily? And I think...
I want to...
Only if you ask nicely.
I want to say no, the stone did not yield.
Yeah.
So in this desperate attempt for this god to expand and get away from this hero, this new stony, rocky crag environment was like, no, you're not welcome. You have no power. Like you have your.
It very much
forest.
looks like
I'm of the mountain. You can't touch me.
Yeah,
so
it very much looks like when you see like a beautiful. It looks like when you see like a beautiful vine, and then you just see one offshoot that's like trying to reach off, and it's like tiny and it's skinny and it's got like tiny little leaves that can barely do a thing, but it's doing a thing. It did a thing. It got that far, but it's not going any further than that. Like it doesn't have any power past this point.
I think
it's hit a wall.
Yeah.
To tie it with the prompt that we got, the spiny crags, crags being like sheer rock faces, right? I think solid but broken apart tendrils of rock, like fists of rock, right, shooting themselves through the fingers of these gnarled trees as they reach in, marred with the signs of past exploitation, like you said, maybe the stone god or like the god of the terrain here, this thing, the other dead god, kind of cutting through all of these things. And if it's okay, I would like to play a card. Yeah, go ahead.
I love the image of the hands of the trees, yes, grabbing the flesh of the stone god. So like it's almost as if like, when you grab like I can't, like, I don't have any appropriate areas to grab on camera, but when you grab like a really like nice juicy bit of yourself and your body bulges through,
it makes the indents. Yeah, like all those indents.
Yes, exactly. Like
that's
when
what the
claws.
crags are.
That's what the crags are. That's what the crags are. Yep.
And to take it one step further,
when you tie up a roast with string.
Yeah,
so you have those little mounds of flesh.
Yes.
A roast.
Yes. And it's the fingers of the god wrapping around the flesh of the stone god. So that's the two gods that create this tree versus stone.
I'm going to make it one step more violent and say it's not just the like raised skin from a tight grip. It is the claws gnashing into the skin and like tearing through the inner flesh, not just outer flesh.
Yeah.
Sick. All right, if it's cool, I would like to play a card.
Yeah, do it.
Anybody feel like good locking this in? I'm gonna play the 8 of spades.
I love locking that in.
So, whoever plays to claim the right to the terrain's truth uses their card to add a dreary feature that defines the landscape. So the 8, I wanted to play this because I think that this is so fucking cool with what we've already ended up with here. 8 is the landscape is skewered with thickets of pike and halberd, bones rust in armor, cannonballs frozen in tree trunks. So
Nice.
some sort of war between the old gods and the things they control. And then when this too is known, use the suit to determine the tenor of your further
up,
tragedies here. Go ahead. Yeah, what you got?
Okay.
No, we keep building on this.
Just this imagery of like plants versus stone battling each other, like literally as the terrain, and then on top of that you have the figures of plant people versus stone, like not plant people but people that have been turned to plant versus people that have been turned to stone, battling each other and yet consumed by the thing they were fighting for. Like it just, the imagery is like, it just blew my mind for a moment there. Like just this, I picture this like, you know, the Lion King, like the rock, like I kind of picture like the, like someone like a group of like soldiers standing above that, turned to plant, and then below where the plant is coming up to the stone, like ripping it to pieces. You see people in plants. And I love it. I wish, yeah.
What if
the
they
hero...
were the plant people that the god consumed, but then they were the natural residents of this stony environment? Like they're just rock golems that were being invaded.
Yeah, like I'm not saying that they actually were plant people and rock people. They were people or whatever they were, but they were turned to that in death.
Yeah. What if this realm, prior to the current Fae court, belonged to someone else, belonged to these people, and through the influence of the current Fae court, sort of tore itself apart, and in doing so, one of the stone peoples, not made of stone, but from the land of stone, from the terrain, not the forest, made a deal to protect their people without knowing that their god had already died, went to kill the god of the forest, and the hero is one of the people from the stone areas now left with only the memories of all the lands and unable to die because he's the only one that maintains the memories.
You are choppy AF.
Yeah, I cut up real weird there. I don't know what happened.
I also imagine you kind of have this like bit of lore in the background that unfortunately, because there is no liquid that travels through stone, the memories of the stone terrain have been lost to time. Like they're just gone. Like, but the memories of the plants exist and live forever because they travel through the plants that live today.
Except for the ones that live
maybe
in the
there
head
is like
of the
hero.
The hero now holds the memories of both.
Yes, the hero is the only one that has, but Yep.
Sick.
Yeah, you could even put like one piece of stone somewhere still has a heartbeat or something like that, like somewhere.
There's a ruby.
Yeah. I love this game!
Also, some sort of gemstone.
It's very sick.
Some sort of stone made of flesh. Yuck. I love it.
I love this game.
That liquid has that liquid's silver, not gold. That's the difference. Yeah.
Nice. So is the exploitation actually that the Fae court pitting these two realms against each other to like annihilate them and be able to lay claim?
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't have to do all the hard work if you just plant the seeds for someone else to do it.
Yeah.
And what better world? What more powerful world than one that already exists in which you can kill the gods and bleed them into the land?
Yeah.
Especially if that imbues the land with godlike power, that helps you in the land you own and / take care of.
This reminds me of that one show on Netflix where it's the bride who there's all the Norse gods in it, like Odin and Loki and everything else, like the Vanir and whatever the hell the other it's a cartoon, I don't remember, but that same sort of concept
Records
of the
Ragnarok,
gods,
the anime where all the gods of all the different religions fight.
No,
Humans?
I will look it up.
I have no idea what you're talking about. While you look for that, all right. So the final thing on the terrain, if we are good with the additional detail that's been added, is spades. Give us a glimpse of your nightmares made manifest for each character, And this will be the thing that leads into marking your effigy, which is nothing here is sacred. Mark your effigy to represent that precious part of yourself that was taken away.
It's Twilight of the Gods.
Can you read that again?
Netflix.
Sorry. And
yes. So
yeah.
So the prompt for each person here is give us a glimpse of your nightmares made manifest. So what nightmares does your character find here in this place?
Here.
And
in this place.
In doing so, mark your effigy to represent that precious part. Oh, so nothing here is sacred. Mark your effigy to represent that precious part of yourself that was taken away. Those don't have to be connected, but if you would like to tie them together, that like the thing that is the nightmare represented is the thing. Yeah. I'm gonna go first because I have a thought, and I'm gonna hijack Matt's character once more and say that. As the sapling begins to take root through your character, as it pierces your foot, and you think you get it away, there's a little bit left in there, and as it grows, you begin to kind of root to the spot, and so in the moment we have to remove one of your legs. And you can you don't have to mark your effigy with this. I'm gonna mark my effigy with my character sacrifices a leg to donate to you. And so because of the golden ichor, I guess, that like runs through my character from the last thing where I was like, like seeps in.
Yeah.
It binds between the two. And so your leg is left rooted in the spot, but I will sacrifice a piece of me to give.
Interesting.
Wait, who doesn't reciprocate whose love?
I don't reciprocate his.
Oh, but Collins is in love with you. Yours.
Yes.
Yeah.
Got you. Okay.
So the Shattered is in love with the Stitched, but the Stitched does not care.
And the Stitched has been stitched together now. With a piece of.
Oh, I'm so torn. Oh, because this is playing with an idea that I had, but now I don't know what to do.
You know, I mean, yours doesn't have to build on it at all. Like yours can be something completely separate.
Oh. Precious part.
I think I might go in a slightly similar direction, and I'm going to blend the two environments happening on my body. So in this area, like, what precious part of yourself do you lose? The only reason I'm still alive at this point is because I'm looking for my son, but I lose that sense of hope, and so my legs start to turn to stone, or like they get that that gritty texture, like, and my legs just feel heavy. Like I don't want to carry on.
Yeah.
I was toying with that idea, or the fact that my heart just turns to stone. But then I'm like, my manner is curious, and I was like, I don't really want to give, or can I give that up already?
Yeah.
I mean, I've given up dashing pretty quick.
We only have like 2 prompts left, so we're getting to the end.
We're gonna die very soon.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're halfway there.
Yeah.
I'm also. Go ahead. I will explain my effigy afterwards. But go ahead.
Okay. I'm gonna say that in this like taking root and the panic, like I think maybe this is like a sign of like how it's not requited feelings, where this leg has been given, and like maybe in like my character passes out when that like vine starts to wrap around and like rip the leg off. And then you fix me, you heal it, and then there's this immediate reaction of like, no, this isn't my body. This isn't my Will, this isn't my destination of how I want to be. And so it is this like imagining of I'm like crawling away, hand goes in the oil, and the memory of like wood being constrained inside of stone, and this feeling of like a I'm forgetting the name of the Iron Maiden, just like this sensation of being completely enclosed in and trapped, and that is like a hallucination that sends her spilling over and like putting her hands down into this silver liquid that immediately starts to like encase her arms, and when she like reels back from it, her arms just rip off, and so
Oh
they are
god.
just left with these like porcelain stumps of like cracked and broken little like clay, like a porcelain doll that broke. And I was trying to think of like what precious part. She does not have hands with which to knit anymore. Her needle point is ineffective, and just these like little broken spindly shards trying to be needles are growing out of the stumps that once were her arms.
God damn.
Which also leans into my delicate look. I look very broken and breakable now.
Who's still got to go? Just me? Am I going? Who's
I think
going?
everybody but me and Matt.
I haven't gone.
That's what I mean.
You wanna
Everybody
go?
but me and Matt still have to go.
Oh, beautiful. Sorry. I thought you
No, I did
meant
my legs
everyone
with
has
stone.
gone except.
Oh,
So then it's you and me, Haley. So what do you
Yes.
got?
Yeah. I have that we have entered into this area. I feel like at some point when she first entered the Feywild, it's because, or Faerealm or whatever, is because she was in like a built up city. It's probably where she's been, where she's always been. She's probably never been anywhere that's forest and fucking craggy rocks. And so this promise of no one around except for her immediate surroundings with people that she's like partly familiar with is terrifying. She makes it to this rocky crag, and by the time she's made it through the end, she's clawed both of her eyes out as to she has not seen another person, and she does not want the fear of not seeing another person. So if she cannot see, then that fruition will never come true. As she strains to listen for surroundings. So yeah, she just has claw marks all down her face as she's popped her eyes out.
sick.
And that's what she lost.
These people are so fucked. The emotional trauma that these people have gone
Emotional
through.
damage.
That's what you get for making a deal with the Fae.
Yup.
Yeah,
Yeah.
look how
Oh,
cool she
yeah.
looks though.
She's so pretty.
Horrifying. Just this creepy smiling grin with
Nah, she's
bloodied
beautiful.
eyes.
Yeah,
She's beautiful
Fucking
too.
funny.
That's so good.
Ooh.
Ooh, yes.
Ooh.
I need to
I
add a
love-
sheet.
I
Very
don't have
cool.
that, so.
Yeah, I've just been putting asterisks, like, I don't know if anyone's, what is it? Wrong side.
Mhm.
Putting asterisks next to my effigies,
Yeah.
so I know where to go back and reference.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And I can actually read my
Well.
writing, so yay me.
So, I'm thinking that in the midst of absorbing and taking in all of this stuff, I feel like the monarch at one point in time wiped her hand against some of the sap and didn't bother to really wipe it off on her clothes or to like take leaves or dirt to wipe it. So she starts feeling a little tired and slows down at one point, and instead of seeing all of the instead of seeing the horror, so to speak, of what was actively being done, she looks towards like some of the thicker ends of the trees for an instance, and she sees multiple people all with their backs turned toward her, and they're not acknowledging her at all. They're just simply standing there as if she is just nothing more than a piece of the background, completely forgotten. And in the midst of that, she's probably screaming, demanding for them to pay attention to her. And being so riled up, her hand touches one of the, like, bits of stone. So not one of the crags, so to speak, but like a side stone that kind of got, jagged up from the grounds. And all of a sudden, the metal of, like, any sort of jewelry or anything else she was wearing, even the crown itself, the shine slowly starts to dull and it discolors to the point where it almost looks like it's bleeding towards her. And it's just this metal can't rot necessarily, but it loses its luster, it loses its shine, it loses its color. So it kind of bleeds into her, so to speak, where the crown, all of a sudden, her hair starts falling off in clumps. And the skin slowly starts to turn this sickly, gray, pale, as the life seems to be draining from her, where she turns into more of a husk than anything. And the same thing with, like, the brooch. The brooch starts to spread, where there are, like, these, metally appendages that seem to, like, sink into her chest and start to spread underneath her skin. And she's, like, more of a walking husk at this point. And every time she tries to speak, those leaves still come out.
Mm-hmm.
And it's nothing but basically dust and ash. Her words completely gone.
All right.
I like this game.
Who can rule without words? What sort of monarch are you?
Soon to be dead one.
Soon to be dead one. Yep.
All right.
If not already.
Finally, reveal the last card to recall those grim inhabitants that dwell in the darkest corners of our realm. Did you first observe them from a polite remove? Perhaps you were able to study their habits to your advantage. Or do you bear the scars of a more intimate contact? So we'll flip our denizens card, the 3 of Spades. 3 gives us blind deer.
Oh, God.
With Spades telling us they are furtive and hostile in their business.
Splendid.
What if the deer clawed their own eyes out too, just kind of like what Haley's character did?
Oh, man. Yeah. For a moment. Is it Adventure Time where he takes little hooves off and there's hands underneath? I imagine that happening.
I hate that episode. That episode is the worst.
What's the question for this one?
It's the did you recall the grim inhabitants that dwell in our darkest corners of our realm? Did you first observe them from a polite remove? Like what was our meeting with them like? And I'll say I think I'll do the quick GM thing of like kind of knowing what's coming. So I'll say that at this point we are all together. We should probably meet up by this point just to make the next bit a little easier. What was I gonna say? Oh, I was also gonna real quick just like plug for the game that I'm just like every time I read something in this, I'm like, God damn, this is so good. I don't know if there are jokers in our like deck here. I think there were only 52 cards, but you can play with jokers. And the joker for the denizens is just all the lost little children. Which is just like God damn.
Horrifying.
Yeah.
How appropriate that would have been for us, though, but horrifying.
Taylor, I think we found your kid, or like 20 million other more of them.
So, yeah, I guess
something's happened to stream, or is that just me?
It's just an ad.
Oh, okay. That hasn't loaded for me. I've just got the. There it goes. Even that's not playing.
See who's here, not subbed to Tales of Initiative anymore.
I'm poor.
Look, I had to cut back on expenses.
Unacceptable.
Me too. The cost of living is too out there.
Unacceptable.
That's why you just spend it all on parasocial relationships with your favorite streamers.
But they get those for free because we're just friends.
Yeah,
exactly. I spend my money on ones I can't get access to.
Ah, fair.
I have access to you guys.
Yeah. We are cheap little horrors.
Mm-hmm.
So hang on.
I'm an expensive bitch. Just you talk all you want.
No, I have expensive taste.
I'm a cheap horror.
I'm poor.
All right. I'm gonna move us along because we're getting close to the end and we are at 9 o'clock already.
I know.
So
That's
I make sure we're moving.
Fair.
All right. So denizens,
okay.
who are they? How did we meet them? Blind deer, furtive and hostile in their business.
I feel like it has to be. If they're furtive and hostile, we definitely got too close. I feel like at some point we like wandered close and then just like it reared its head back up, just no eyes, just like scream, and then it just like plows into us, rakes us with antlers, and like clomps on.
Yeah.
Deer are usually herd animals?
Yes. Yeah.
Deer are, yes.
Depending on...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, deer are herd animals.
So yeah.
What if...
Do they
Go
just
ahead.
have like no eyes and like no eye sockets? Or have you seen...
Annihilation?
I don't know if it's AR or something. No. There was a video going around where like...
The zombie deer?
No, a horse had to have like its eye removed, and because the gap was so big, they couldn't like stitch it shut. So they actually just folded the skin down and like covered the orifice.
Yep.
Yeah.
So is it like that, or is it just like no eye sockets at all, or
What's
do
the
they have
question
gems
again?
instead? Like
No idea.
Where are we now?
No idea.
Boo!
I will say
I feel
all
like
of
that's
these
a purposeful thing.
all of these are puns.
That was very good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can you? What was the question again? Sorry.
So the questions are just like, it is basically like, how did we first encounter the denizens of this realm? And the denizens that we've like rolled here essentially are blind deer that are furtive and hostile in their business. I feel like I'm gonna retcon a little of the like, these are not herd animal deer. These are like predatory deer. They look like deer, but they're alone.
Yeah.
Could they work like virus protection, kind of like antibiotics, where?
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, they're guardians of the dead god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're left over as guardians of the dead god.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
I imagine. I'm thinking of like Haley's character. The listening hoarder.
Listening horde.
The listening horde. Sorry. Like clawing out her eyes would not be a pleasant or comfortable experience. Matt, your character blacking out, and then Colin's character cutting off their own leg, like the scent of blood in the air, and like the screams of pain, I feel would lure these or one of these creatures in.
Yeah.
Or maybe multiple creatures, like if they are
There's
loners.
multiple of them, but they don't like travel in a pack. They're too skittish and aggressive. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I will also.
So maybe like we've drawn a bunch of them in.
So I'm gonna say real quick too, like the three people who have not played a card for one of these, so not me or Matt, unless we are really feeling it. But when you want to lock it in, whoever claims a right to tell the truth of the denizens uses their card to discover a quirk of nature that infects these unwholesome creatures. So whatever card you play will like determine something on this table about these creatures. So when we feel like we've locked it in, I just want to give that like information to be a little bit ahead of, so you know what you're getting yourself into by locking this in. But
I'll do it. I don't know what my numbers will do.
Yeah, we'll find out.
I don't have the spreadsheet or anything.
Let's think of some other reasons why they would be angry or upset. Maybe they are just survivors.
What? So someone said something that made me think of vultures, and there's this old quote of like vultures are a holy animal, head bowed, honoring the dead. And
Mhm.
I was thinking like, what if these blind deer are like they are blind so that they may not witness the sins of what has transpired. They eat so as to consume the rot of this place, and they just like
Yep.
munch on the like any amount of like plant matter that is probably from that other god that should not be here, that invading force. They are here to like
Yes.
quench it and expunge it by eating it up. And so that is their job, is to just like blindly wander
cool.
around, sniffing and
Mhm.
snuffling the ground to eat any plant matter
Yes.
that might dare to grow in this
And-
rocky place.
That
Yep.
really
Given
like
that we've
fits
just
the
come
stark
from-
contrast.
It does.
And given that
What
we've
if-
just come from there, we've got these new like omens. Like that area we'll be covered in
Mhm.
forest scent.
Yeah.
So we're moving
I'm
closer and closer to the Fae court here. I'm just one last thing to toss into this. What if these are not beings of stone or forest, but instead of the Fae court themselves?
Yeah.
So they are twisted sculptures essentially, but not carved of stone, but like a flesh, and so they just never carved them eyes. Because they didn't need those, and they're there to hold back the growing infection of this old dead god from reaching too far into the Faerealm and to the court of these Fae lords.
Yeah. I love
And
that.
also a
I'm
last
happy to
line
love
of
that.
defense. Yeah.
Mhm.
Especially if they're a
Sick.
last line of defense, since they're furtive and hostile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What card would you like to play, Taylor? One of your three.
I mean, they're all clubs, but I don't know what the numbers are going to represent.
Pick one.
You'll find
Would
out.
you like to know what the, or do you want to find out, or would you like to know and pick with purpose?
No, let's go a blind like the deer.
Let's go just blind like the deer. Yeah.
Blind like the deer. So okay, we've gone.
All three of
You
them
have a
are
5,
good.
a 9, and an ace.
Yeah, all three are exceptionally good
Yeah.
things
Mhm.
to add on top of this.
Yes.
Let's go a because we've got a 3 and a 2, and then we've got 8, 8, 6. So do we go a middle number, or do we want to go like the ace? I think I'm feeling ace.
All right, Ace, is that it?
Let's
Locking
go.
it in.
Fine, lads.
Yeah. Let's go ace.
All right. So
Lock it in, Eddie.
whoever claims a right to tell the truth of the denizens uses their card to discover a quirk of nature that infects these unwholesome creatures. And an ace is they are delirious but denied the gift of sleep.
Oh, these poor. No wonder they're angry.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's like that one
Um,
Russian sleep experiment.
So yeah, is there anything that we want to add to them based on this?
God,
I think
Maybe,
that's pretty
like,
good.
I want.
The more they eat and like clean up this corruption of the god, it's like a stimulant. It's
Mhm.
The by consuming the roots of this god, they get a little bit of that golden liquid, and though it's not sleep itself, it's reminiscent of dream. The memory of these lost things presents them with something akin to sleep, perchance to dream. No more.
No.
or maybe as they consume the infection of this old forest god, they are experiencing the memories of those
Yeah.
that have perished, and there is just so much going on in their head that they cannot differentiate reality from memory, from dreams to hopes and wishes to their nightmares. So it's just this cacophony of insanity in their head that they actually cannot switch their minds off to go into a restful sleep. So anyone who has ADHD, when your mind just won't shut off, that by a million. And these creatures are being driven insane by doing their job. It's causing them to go insane.
You think they would have made a deal with the Fae Court, and then the trade-off being they couldn't sleep?
I think these are just
I thought these were
created. Yeah,
created
just
by,
creations.
and I think maybe the Fae were just so desperate to stop the spread and the corruption of this god that they were like, just here, stop it, whatever, and they didn't stop to think about the consequences of what they've actually given these creatures.
I think when the hero decided, yeah, they don't care. When the hero decided not to die, not to live on and preserve the memory, it meant that the old god could possibly still like grow into this place. And they're like, all right, well, we need to set up something to keep that from happening. How about some weird, horrible nightmare deer? That sounds great. We don't have to deal with them. They're out there.
They're self-sustaining.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
The next thingy is, when satisfied, your suit reveals a dire conflict you faced here. Let us hope the denizens were involved in this little dispute. They are ignominious days, indeed, when even the damned turn on one another.
And then it was clubs, right?
Yes.
Tell us when the knives came out.
Ooh.
I think so. We would all be together at this point.
Yeah.
Would anyone interact first? Would any one of us be the one that would attack first in these situations, or is it we were in the wrong place at the wrong time?
I think I've got the curious manner, so I would be like, hold on, stop, stay still, like, let's just watch the situation first, see what happens, and then something triggers them and we can try and fight back, but I think that maybe they initiated it. Like, there was just so much blood and corruption in the air that they were triggered. Someone, as they went to like move, knocked a stone under their foot, and that just sent them.
What if the like golden ichor that they eat from these roots does like kind of dance across their skin through their veins, and so they're like stunningly beautiful despite being horrific in the fact that they don't have eyes, and so yeah, kind of like an enthralling, looking at them but not really paying attention anymore. One of us stumbled. Does anybody want to claim? Who anybody want to claim the stumbler?
I'll probably be the volunteer for that.
I was just saying, maybe someone who has a new leg, or like, could this all be happening simultaneously while like Matt's ripping their hands out, or like what's the timeline of? Oh, you said it's all whimsy, timey wimey.
Yeah,
it doesn't really matter.
So never mind.
It's whatever it needs to be.
Yeah,
I feel
and I will
like.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead. I was gonna say the thing that we mark on
lines.
our effigy is now what the fallout of this petty squabble. Never forget the lesson it instructs. So what is your effigy marked by because of this fight?
I'm just also looking at the artwork that's on the side here.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the deer. I don't know if it's one of the other, creatures that
terrifying.
Is for this. If I'm thinking like blind deer, Fae-like in nature, still a horrified monstrosity where it's like this weird amalgamation of natural and something that shouldn't exist. I have a feeling that in the midst of all of this and being a little bit more frail after that whole encounter with all of the people in that memory who are keeping their back towards her, I feel like there's this gaping wound in her chest for the monarch from the horns of some of these deer, and the brooch is actually pushed inside so much where it's kind of where her heart used to be. And it's even more tattered and broken than it was before.
Say.
Are these things like monstrous looking.
We were
maybe
saying
on
they
their
were
back feet.
beautiful because
Yeah.
of the.
Yeah,
Like
something
a
can be
haunting-
monstrous and beautiful.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. So both.
A very
I think it-
macabre.
Yeah. I feel like at the outset they're just beautiful. Like in many ways of the things that like the Fae are, they don't seem dangerous, but they're not at all what
Yeah,
they seem,
cool.
basically.
Spoiler alert, they are.
Yeah.
I'm also gonna. I think we can. I think we're kind of done with this one. Like we kind of know, like generally when the knives came out, what happened. So I'm gonna also mark my effigy with pierced through the chest, though on the other side, and the chains that bind the heart that I added as my effigy also wrap around the horn of this deer that's left in.
Nice. I'm going to say that when the knives came out, I think the Stitched is just pissed, is just angry, and is mad that so much has gone wrong and that so much of the world of Discovery was horrible and horrifying and just took. And so it's a Pyrrhic effort, but she just like stabs and brutalizes these deer and like fights against it, but comes out just like with all of these little cracks and splinters all over her body from the horns raking against. So she looks very much like a porcelain doll that's been through like a dryer, just like beat up and cracked open and like pieces of eggshell falling off, kind of.
Haley?
Is everyone else gone?
I haven't.
Taylor needs to go too.
Okay, I need to.
So
I
you
just
go-
have.
you
I'm
go.
just. I'm still thinking. I'm so sorry. I
It's okay.
was paying attention to other bits and pieces, and then I realized that. So this last one, we're doing the reaction from the aftermath from the fighting the deer. Is that what this is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mark your effigy to represent the fallout of this petty squabble. Never forget the lesson it instructs.
Okay.
Oh, it's a petty squabble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it could be even between us. Like, it doesn't
But,
have
like,
to be
also-
because of the deer.
You know, what does a Fae court deem petty, right? Like,
Yes. Also that.
a fight for your life might be something that the Fae are like, cease this petty squabbling.
I put down for the lesson because it says, don't forget the lesson this petty squabble instructs. Don't fight without being prepared to break.
I wrote down a lesson-y thing way earlier, and I'm going to kind of adapt it to being like the culmination of all of the things that we've learned, which is the deal will hurt. It's not worth it. You have to make it anyway.
Nice.
Other effigy marks. If you want to think about it, we can always come back to it as well.
I think Mel, I know you said you wanted to claim the like accidentally drawing their attention, triggering the deers. But I kind of want to lean into my curious manner. And that curiosity killed the cat. No, what's the full saying? It's like,
but satisfaction brought it back.
Yeah,
it was that one. But then it was curiosity didn't kill the cat, ignorance did. Curiosity was just blamed.
Yeah, that is the other one.
Yeah, ignorance killed the cat. Curiosity was blamed. So I think maybe if you're willing, Mel, curiosity gets the better of me, and I'm the one that triggers this stampede, this brutal attack, and it's like, you know what? Curiosity is not worth the fallout. And I think through the smoke of the hair grow small buck-like antlers that have like these veins that pulse with a heartbeat, like the veins or something, like as the heart beats, the veins in the horns, like you can see the pulse of the gold going through as the tear starts to also, like this would be when the tears come as well from the omen. That look what my curiosity has done to these people trying to help me.
I love that.
Really?
I'm going to lean into my gloomy state, and that once this has kicked off, I resign my fate. And so when I am approached by this angry deer, I turn my back to it and lean backwards and am stabbed straight through the back and through the chest by antler horns, resigned to just like not understanding this place and wanting to kind of just be out of it, really, or to and so yeah, she now has these two deer like antlers just like poking through her chest from her back out the front.
I like that 3 of us have gone with we've been stabbed by the deer.
Yes.
Yeah.
In different ways
It
for
was
different
very-
reasons, but
It was
I
very
love that
front
it was
door,
all
but it was
different
good.
ways.
Yeah.
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 It could be, Haley, if you wanted to be stabbed through the front and have the horns protrude from your back like
Ooh.
featherless wings.
No, they're protruding through the
That's the way
front
mine
like
goes.
a
Yeah.
yours goes through the back or through the front?
Through the front to the back. So that like
Yeah,
wings
mine
for
go
me,
through- mine-
yours are like
Yeah, mine go opposite out like kind of like a spiked plate on the front
Yeah.
of the chest
Okay.
here. Yeah, yeah,
Nice.
but yeah.
Yeah,
I'll show
I'm
you.
gonna
I'll
make
show
a
you the
floating
image
cake.
later when we finish.
Yeah.
When we finish drawing it all, I'll show you the thing that I've drawn.
all right. I think we are towards the last. We have 2 psalms left, and this
Yeah.
one, there's only one that really is like story generation-y kind of thing. So we've finished the Psalm of what is it called? The Psalm of Thirsting Roots, and we are now into the Psalm of Star-Crossed Paths. As the hymn rises to its crescendo, who else but we could lend such strength? How lucky you were to meet a noble fae in life. Be honored, little lights. Grace us with the tale. We may favor you in turn. So the first thing we decide is the domain. As you intone the 3rd psalm, point to the 2 lost lights you deem most responsible for your now imminent doom. The 2 with the most fingers aimed at their direction each contribute 1 card to the pattern. So we can't point, obviously, so just write down the names of 2 of the other players that you think most contributed to the doom that we feel. And so the psalm is, we call the Fae, call we all, to bind unto a purpose pure. So, yeah, everybody write down 2 names.
I have my votes. I'm ready to send them in recording chat.
I swear to God.
I know who to blame for this.
Yeah, I feel like okay.
All right, recording chat.
I mean, it could be anywhere, but that was the easiest to me.
Should we all just send it at the same time? Just
Well,
do a 3,
once
2,
everyone's
1.
typed, we can do a 3, 2, 1 and send.
Okay.
Wait. I need to
No-
find.
no
I don't
bias voting.
understand. I don't understand what's happening. We're all voting for people that affected us, or we're
Yes.
voting for
Who-
someone who affected the story.
Point to the 2 lost lights you deem most responsible for your now imminent doom. So who is 2 people who are most responsible for us being here in this moment?
Who are the 2 to blame for how
And can I
awful
put
everything
human?
turned out?
Can I put human names and not NPC names?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what
Okay,
I'm
cool.
doing.
And we're all gonna
Oh,
put it in the
okay.
recording chat and just do
Ready?
a 3, 2, 1.
Are we sending 3?
Yeah, ready? Everybody good?
I'm ready.
Yeah.
3,
3,
2,
2,
1,
1.
go.
Beep. The fuck
All right.
did I do?
So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 for Taylor. 1, 2 for Mel. 1 for me.
One for
2
Haley.
for Matt. So it's absolutely Taylor.
It's
Taylor's
absolutely
definitely
I
in
knew
there.
it.
And Mel.
I knew it.
Well, Matt and I are
Every-
tied, so
Yeah,
I
it's
love how
50-50.
Haley.
I'm gonna
Matt.
I'm gonna do a little GM over
Matt's only
here.
got 2. Mel's
Mel
got.
only has two.
Oh, Mel's got. Sorry, Mel. Yeah, sorry.
So-
Yeah, yeah.
I love that Haley and I both were just like, it's Mel and Taylor. Like,
Yeah, it's Mel and Taylor.
we're not to blame in this at all.
No. It was
I'm gonna-
Mel
I'm
and
gonna-
Taylor.
Little hand wavy,
Very-
force it to be Mel instead of Matt because
They
this gets rid
literally
of one
both
of Mel's
decide-
cards.
They both decided that they caused the deer. That's
Yep.
That's
Yep.
the end of the answer I have.
That's a valid
Give
point.
up, Haley.
That is a valid
So-
point.
Because
take
you've made them
responsibility for that.
angry, I wasn't ready to fight.
Oh, I guess, yeah. Which
No,
card?
You gave up when you clawed your eyes
Yeah.
out.
Mel and Taylor both
yeah,
need
that's
to
true.
toss a card in. So
Pick
which one
one
of your
card,
cards do you
yes.
want to devote?
Okay. Let's do.
A 5.
Let's toss in the Jack of Hearts.
All right. So, combine their values to discover the ruinous lair with which our outcast brethren has been forced to make do. Discuss the nature of this once noble outpost and the manner in which you came upon it. So we've come upon a fae, noble fae that we have met when we are still alive. And with these 2 cards, we find that card 1 is a 5 and card 2 is a jack. So it is spent commons. And we have a black and red. Okay, so we'll get more there. So, who is this Fey Lord that we have now met? One of the Fey court. That is a spent commons.
When you're
What does
ready,
a
guys.
commons mean?
Yeah.
So it's like a common ground. So not sorry, we're describing the layer. So like
Yes.
a commons, commons in like a classical sense is like something that's owned by everyone. It's public property.
like
Okay.
But spent
like a
means it's been
meeting hall.
ransacked.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
used up.
So hilariously, the tragedy of the commons here being exactly the thing that's coming in here, which is that like there's this dumb
Maybe like
economics.
what about an empty library? Just like
Hmm.
endless shelves with nothing on them.
Collecting dust,
Sure.
spider webs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be a good
No
one.
books
And maybe
of
there-
merit, just
maybe
empty
there are-
shelves. Yeah.
Yeah. And there could be like things on the shelf like left behind, but like when you go to like you climb up 15 like shelves to get there
Yeah.
and it's just a bookend. Like
Yeah.
there's
It's-
like yeah.
Absolutely worthless tchotchke. Just
Yeah.
Yeah.
things.
I love
Do
that
we-
word,
Yeah.
tchotchkes.
I
Mm.
don't think we play a card to lock this in here.
No. So we have the spent commons, which we decided is like a completely ransacked library. And then, unless we want to develop on that library notion anymore, when you are ready, combine both suits to learn more about
Yes.
the master of this place.
Okay. And then we play a card. So I think is the
Yes.
next thing. So
Yes.
so, okay, so yes. So the suits tell us 5. So it is black and red. So spent this like empty ransacked library. The lord of this place is they are engaged in an ambitious project. What unexpected toll did they demand of you?
I mean, feels a bit double circuitous because like we're telling a story at the end of everything. Like that's the story that we're telling now. But like to write down information, we have to give information from ourselves to replenish the library.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And his overall quest could be to find the lost knowledge of like the stone god.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, yeah.
Because like
To refill
Yeah.
the library.
to refill
Yeah.
to refill the library. Yeah. Which like which means that you would need to get lost knowledge,
Mhm.
which is
Yes.
What?
Ooh, what if this lord writes down every story told to him and then puts it away, hoping that it'll find a place where it fits on the shelf, and every time that a story fits in a place that was lost, there's a book there. But like most of the shelves are still empty because most of the stories are just like personal tales and things that were not the lost knowledge on this. So they're sort of doomed to piecemeal this information back together.
So this library holds 1 million books. There might only be 57 books here.
Yeah.
Because only, and all the people who have come through this area, this place, only 57 of them have been able to recount stories that used to fill. I think not even give something of value, but like used to fill a spot on these shelves. So like if one of the books is a story of a great war, and someone is able to tell that story, they can refill the book.
The goal is not to replace the library, it's to
restore it.
To
what
restore
it used to be.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. To literally reverse time, get back what once was.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But how much do we need to contribute?
We have to contribute a story.
Everything.
We have to contribute a story, which then I think, like, I like the idea that maybe we lose that story if it's useful.
Yeah, we no longer remember.
The golden light of the first dead god pours from you as the memory is taken, and if it is, if it fits the shelves, it forms into a book, and if not, it
wastes away,
drains away. Yeah. Sick. All right, since we're kind of getting close to timing on this stuff, I'm gonna just toss us forward. Okay, I think that someone plays a card here. So Haley, I'm gonna say you lock this in. Give us a card. Which one do you want to play of your three?
This is interesting because it's the one who's supposed to play it is the light among you with the most left to lose plays to the pattern to discover the impression that we first got of the Fae.
So perfect. Haley has the most cards. This is exactly what it's saying.
Yes.
Haley has the most left to lose. So.
Or you could interpret it as like the most narratively left to lose.
However,
but in this case, either way works. Yes.
Yeah. I'd like to end how I started, so let's use that. Diamonds of sevens.
7 diamonds? All right.
Yeah.
So, it is a sign of the times that such shabby visitors were granted audience, but one mustn't judge too harshly in these latter days of dust. After all, have you not also found a new home in the hallowed halls of rhyme? The light among you with the most left to lose plays to the pattern to discover the impression your Fae acquaintance left once you'd gotten the chance to know them. So a 7 is iron ready for the hammer. And of diamonds is the question that we're answering here is what exhibition of authority do they maintain, obvious to any who call upon their lair? So how do they show that they are they are iron?
I pick the 4 of hearts, I think.
Nah, I mean all of these are kind of like that. So iron ready for a hammer. So the essence of this
I don't understand it.
The essence of this Fae Lord is a iron ready to be forged, right? So
a Fae Lord coming into their own power. They have the like raw potential to be something of importance, but they've not been molded and sculpted into the final form of what they need to be in order to really put themselves to use.
And then the question that we're answering is, what exhibition of authority do they maintain, obvious to any who call upon their lair? What gives them the right to call themselves lord of this place? What do they exhibit to the world that deems their authority valid? And how do we see it when you come here to this lair, this empty library?
I think that they are doing the like iron ready for the hammer plus like the library and like reclaim knowledge, and like we've got this theme of memory coming. Is I like the idea of like knowledge without the wisdom to apply it is like iron ready for the hammer. So this Fae has just bountiful knowledge, so much like knowledge and intellect and facts and figures and dates, but not really any way of shaping those to some sort of purpose. But any topic that you talk on, they immediately start like rattling off. Yes, I know. Blah, 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 like they just finish the sentences almost. Like they know seemingly everything, especially by comparison to humans who have like,
pure academic.
Yes, pure academic. But that's the problem is like pure academic like has not found any purpose to put all of this knowledge to.
Right.
Yeah. Yes, like, so all of the stories that have been turned into books, the ones that didn't make it, maybe they didn't absorb into the ground, they
They go to
absorbed
them.
into him.
Yeah.
And so he
Yeah.
keeps everything always, which would be cool.
Love it.
And to lean into like the tricksiness of Fae and like the wielding of authority is that like I think every little comment, every little thing that you say, it's like this, there's this looseness of your grasp on it where it's like you know it, but it feels like it's constantly being forgotten, and there's this little like impression that they're constantly giving it back to you. It's that knowledge is mine. I allow you to keep it so that you could be of some use to me eventually.
Yep.
But at any point, I could decide to change that and hollow you out.
Yep.
I also do like, though, some idea here to build on some of the prompt here. The domain is that you've found this god, this like Fey lord, but like the ruinous layer with which our outcast brethren has been forced to make do. If they're outcast, perhaps it's because they're trying to remember and gather the knowledge of this like old world, and the other Fey are like, this is like, you know, like we want to move past this, right? We're trying to get rid of.
Yeah.
Was there a...
Oh no.
Oh, we
Come
lost
back,
Haley.
Haley.
Haley, come back. You can bring
here.
it all
I'm here
on
for me.
There you
You're
are.
there.
We
You're
can
back.
hear you, but your
face
face
there
is
you are.
frozen.
Now you're back.
Oh, there you are.
Oh.
We
Okay,
gotcha.
I was like, everything is like full connection for me. This is sad. Was there anything about his like outward appearance and like how he is perceived? Is that what was something written down, or can I just put it
No,
out there
you can
into
do
the
it,
world
yeah.
anyway?
Do it.
So I have this like image in my head that he literally radiates the golden memories. You know what I mean? So
Ooh,
like
yeah.
he looks like he's been sun-kissed by like the most beautiful, like as if his filter is golden hour constantly, and with a face that makes you want to spill secrets, someone that makes you feel like comforted and warm, and like just like that's the kind of image I get of just this wholesome, welcoming person.
Yeah.
I
like
picture the I don't know if anyone's seen like the Book of Life, and the guy at the end that is like takes care of all the candles, and it's like the finality of everyone's life, and he's the one that takes care of that. That I'll send you a picture in recording chat for the way you want to see.
All right, so the final bit of the Psalm of the Star-Crossed Paths, the question that is going to be very interesting to answer now that we've answered the rest of this. At the parting of ways, you were given a rare honor indeed. Honest introduction to your erstwhile host. Was it an offer of friendship or an oath of enmity? The difference is often hard to tell. The lost light, most similar in nature to the noble Fae, plays a final card to discover their name and title. So who do we think is most similar to this, of our characters, of the lights that we're carrying? Who is the most similar to this?
Someone who's like very academic.
I feel like what we've built here, it's Haley. And like it's weird, like, because Haley just went too, but like the like collector of gossip, dripping golden knowledge.
Yes.
Like this isn't necessarily collecting knowledge for like the sake of collecting knowledge. It's for the sake of power, right? It's not.
Right.
He's not a scholar in so much as being a like a gossiper, right?
Yeah.
Hoarder.
Yeah.
That's the listening horde.
Yeah. Do we?
I agree.
Do we?
I agree.
All right.
All right. Yep.
So
Let's do
Haley,
it.
Okay, what do I
which
do
card?
now?
Pick a card.
King.
You play a
I'm
final
the
card.
king. Oh wait,
King
no,
of spades.
that's gonna be themed. It's gonna be themed, isn't it? For what? Ability, struggle, and duty. Yeah, that'll work.
All right. So the name of this Fae given to us as a gift, Duck Winterbone, Tooth and Tongue is their title.
Ooh.
Which
Cheeky.
I feel like Tooth and Tongue, there's a lot of like, not even double entendre, just entendre there of like,
just entendre, yeah.
of like the tongue, right? Like the gossip and the like.
Yes.
Yep.
Sick.
And
All right.
the truth, knowledge is power. Like
Yes. Knowledge is power. The tooth. Yeah. Long tooth. Yeah.
So then, your suit reveals the manner in which you parted ways, and clubs. What solemn oath did they extract from you?
Ooh.
What does that mean? Solemn oath.
What like
An oath.
dark promise? What dark promise did you give to Duck Winterbone?
Duck
Oh.
Wintertooth. Duke
Wintertooth.
Winterbone.
Winterbone.
Oh, what did I promise him?
What did you promise him?
What
Yeah.
did you
The suit
promise him?
reveals
Oh,
the
I-
manner in which you parted ways. Now, to be fair, it's the group.
Oh.
So what did
Yeah.
this potentially,
Okay,
what did
the
this
group.
group swear a solemn
yeah,
oath?
okay,
What did
okay,
we
okay.
promise
So it's
to
not
Duke
just me, it's
Winterbone?
group.
I mean, I don't know. It could be either. I feel like there's
mean-
wiggle room in there.
I feel like the knowledge of past and future collected, right? Like the stories to come and those types of things, right?
I think what if the deal here, since we had it early on in this whole thing, this like idea of a deal, and this Fae is at least involved in making deals, even if they're an outcast now. What if the deal is that they can't, that like the thing that each person was brought here for will be given to them if they can bring back one book that fits the shelves. And so the oath is to bring back. So what if the deal, the thing that brought everyone here, Duke Winterbone, now basically will fulfill that deal as long as you can bring back a book that fits a shelf, or bring back a story that fits the shelf.
Worthy of filling that shelf.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now,
So
did you say Duck to begin with, or is it Duke?
I think it's Duchess, actually, because they're all like Lady, Count, Fade, Father, Dame, Lord. I think it's shortened from Duchess, but we'll say it's a Duke since we made it a guy. So Duke.
Understand. No, but I want his name to be Duke Duck Winterbone.
Duke
Tooth
Duck
and tongue.
Winterbone. Yes, I like it.
Yes.
Yeah, it's happening.
Duke Duck.
Duke Ducky. Duke Ducky.
I will edit my message so the name is correct.
Yes.
Wait, how do you spell Duke?
I put it in chat.
D-U-K-E.
D-U-K-E.
Well, yes. But
Because I kept writing douche and I was like, it's not right. I know it's not right.
Not that.
I mean, he is a douche a little bit.
But yes, Duchess. I think DUC is short for Duchess here.
I think so.
I think it is.
Yeah.
So, all right. So yeah, is that good then? That's the deal. If you can bring back a book, you'll get your desire.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So like the Banshee's son would be like you can get your son if you can manage to bring me back, fill one of the books of this place.
Mm.
Now I'm thinking of his changelings and stuff like that, but that's a whole.
And do we need to do anything for our effigy anymore?
Mark your effigy to show how you were forever changed by your first encounter with Fae nobility.
Ooh.
I think for mine's going to be the final realization of the shattered, and the gold that is inside now like leaks out through the cracks, the invisible cracks in his skin. And so the sort of shattered but put back together at least somewhat, the Duke has pulled out.
Kintsugi?
Yeah.
Kintsugi.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kintsugi.
If you can't tell, I have a little bit of a thing for Kintsugi as a concept.
It's
Horus
so
was very much, his whole character was going to be based on Kintsugi. So
I think for me, to kind of go along that route a little bit, I think all of the monarchs back. I don't know if you guys have ever seen those pictures, but people who get struck by lightning and they're fine, but they have that scarring of what it looks like at the point of contact, and it's like all the blood vessels that kind of got singed and, scarred up. It's kind of like that vibe where all across her back you could see like through the portions of her dress and stuff that are rotted away or torn up. You see this mark of like the golden spread start to spread across her back as if it's like those those scars, and it's just kind of seeping itself into her flesh as like a constant reminder of that promise.
right. Anyone else?
I have drawn a sort of overcoat dress thing across the Stitched, and the idea here is that there's no fixing what's already been broken. There's just this idea of if this Fae is finding power and purpose by filling what has been absent, the Stitch is incorporating this as like, if I can just fill this bag that I am wrapping myself in, creating this outfit of a bag to keep all of the pieces in, sort of almost a dark mirror of the shattered. The Stitch is holding themselves together in the trappings of this bag around all of the broken pieces and keeping them sewn together, flesh and clothing all in one. And as long as they can keep filling it, maybe they'll be whole at the end of it.
Sad.
You two got ideas?
I have no idea. I have no idea.
Not a clue.
So
What's the prompt? Sorry.
The prompt is...
Can I have the question or whatever it was?
So mark your effigy. Nope, sorry, wrong one. Mark your effigy to show how you were forever changed by your first encounter with Fae nobility. So this does not have to necessarily be related exactly to the Fae that you met. It could just be that like you met something that is like pure chaotic magic energy and it like changed you.
And it doesn't have to symbolize the deal either, just the interaction that was between us and the Fae nobility we met.
Yeah, I think what I'll do is that, just quite literally, after making the deal with this Fae, there was like residual left behind magic after that handshake, and now her hair glows with the same golden radiance of like comfortability that he did.
Sick.
Because it doesn't have to be a bad thing, right?
No, not at all.
So now she's got golden glowing hair.
Yeah.
Make people more calm and confident in confiding in you to gather more information.
Exactly. Because the rest of her is not very calm and collective.
Taylor?
I am probably looking like someone's paralysis demon right now.
I think we all are.
Yeah, just a little bit.
You want to think about it for a second?
I really don't know. I need to think.
What was
think about...
Have we got...
So we have one thing left, but real quick, Taylor, think about... So if you can't think of anything, one interesting prompt on the other side of this is, how were you not changed? Why didn't you change? What can you mark on yourself to show that, like, nothing changed from you meeting this thing? Or... if you want one that's a little in line with your character, the hope of, being given the hope that you might be able to get the thing that you came here for. How did that change your effigy?
Because you said you left that hope behind in the fields. That was the precious thing that you left. Does now getting this oath restore that hope in some sort of deliciously cruel way that we are about to snuff out in this last section?
Yeah, I'm thinking along the lines of maybe the heaviness and the transmutation of her legs becoming weighted stone crumbles off, and now she leaves... Well, there's no stones whatsoever on her body. Every time she takes a step, little granules of, like, sand are left behind. As, like, you have this hope, but you're leaving behind a reminder that it can easily be snuffed out.
That's
Sick.
cool. I love
All right.
that.
Love it.
Last thing. We're almost done. The Psalm of Lost Hope. A break in the song.
There it is.
There it is.
Fuck!
Damn it.
The unsteady hum of a chorus in waiting. We call, and we are called in turn to snap the lock on death's own door.
Oh,
Take a
that
deep
echo.
breath, each and all, before you join your voice in humble utterance. As you intone this final psalm, clear the cards from the pattern. Then, one by one, discard those cards that remain before you. When your last card is gone, tell at last the tale of your demise. We need not know every twist of the road, just give us the gory particulars. So, we discard all of the cards in the pattern and are only left with the cards that make up what's left of us.
Mm-hmm.
For
No one got to
Matt,
zero.
No one got to zero. For Matt and Mel and I, we have 2 cards left. Taylor and Haley have 1 card. Who wants to go first? Anybody particularly
first.
stealing it? All right, Haley.
I'll put my hand up to go first.
Sick.
That way I can finish my art.
Yeah, with 1 card left. If you came to the end
What's she
with
doing?
1 card,
Yes.
Confess.
Just left with my heart.
confess a last unforgivable act. Show us how we reshaped you. A botanical symbiote, a change in demeanor, altered senses, new priorities, a subtle metamorphosis, a scar for a lesson learned, a fresh perspective, or
Make up your own.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dot, dot, dot.
So confess
Love
a last
dot, dot, dot.
unforgivable act. Show us how we reshaped you.
I am going to say the last unspeakable act was that I didn't want anyone to hear about how I got caught swindling Taylor's character, even though we ended on amicable terms. So I set her house on fire, hoping to get her and her family, but she escaped.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. It all comes together.
I also
It comes full circle.
that is like that's like the part she's not as ashamed of. The part that she is ashamed of is that she knows she's looking for a son that escaped. She knows what happened to him and will not say.
Oh,
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Her last unforgivable act is to take that knowledge of closure to the grave.
Mhm.
Yes. Yes.
All right.
Oh my God.
Who wants
What
to
is
go
the-
next?
What does
Sorry.
the actual hold on? What does the actual
yeah.
moment of death look like when like you could see the banshee? You know that like I'm about to die. I could tell her, and you're like, no, I won't.
Sorry, reword that. I don't know what you
So
mean.
Sorry. So this is how we die.
yeah,
Right?
so we've come to the end.
Okay. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm not picking something to mark on my effigy. This is just
No,
how
you've
I
died
die.
here.
This is how you
Yes.
die. We are all going to
Yeah.
describe how we die. Yes.
Okay, cool. Sorry. I understand. That's the secret. And then I think that, yeah, like it's very Burn the Witch vibes where I am stoic as flames just melt me to the ground.
Nice.
All right.
Don't feel neither way in either direction about the choices I made or what the choices I'm unmaking. They just are.
All right. Who wants to go next?
I want to go last,
Yeah.
or at least after Matt.
Okay.
Do you want to go next,
Oh,
Matt?
by the way, there's the
Oh,
that's
that's
the
horrifying.
final
Ooh.
Wait, let me blow her up.
She's hard to
Ooh,
see.
I love it.
Yeah, it's kind of like
she's
cutting out a
she's
little
stuck
bit.
in
but
the thing, but
She's
there you
stuck
go.
in-
She's
Take a
stuck
picture and
in.
send it.
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It's so good.
Matt?
I can
I
go
wanted
now.
to like make it
I'm
better
fine.
All right.
now.
I can
So,
go now.
with 2 cards
cards.
left,
Yeah.
recall that quiet moment where it all caught up. Describe something that was revealed before the darkness claimed you. A hidden trove, a terrible secret, the truth of your ancestry, a possible path home, safe haven, potential ally, or ...
I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna combine two of them. It's Terrible Secret and Truth of Your Ancestry. I'm just gonna go with Terrible Truth, and we're, going on this adventure to try and find pieces to put, like, stories to put back into this library. We're trying to finish this quest so that we can get what we want. And at some point, we were in a place of brambles and running away from something horrible. The threads of this sackcloth like garment snag and start unspooling as the Stitched continues running through the woods, running more and more little plucks of stitching. And as she is being unwound, as all of her threads are being pulled apart, and there's little clatters as pieces of her body from underneath start to fall out of this sackcloth dress. The truth is that she was always just a petulant child. She had love and chose not to use it or to acknowledge it. She had a family that just wanted the best for her as they understood it, and she wouldn't accept it. She was always thrashing against a cage that, while it might not have been perfect, was still something to be grateful for. She was just throwing a temper tantrum and threw all of it away to claim nothing. As she is unwound until every little piece comes clattering to the forest floor with no threads to hold them together anymore.
Amazing. Taylor, do you want to follow up now that Matt's gone, or do you want to wait?
No, still, I'm confused. Love what Matt's done. What was his prompt?
Describe the quiet moment. Recall the quiet moment where it all caught up. Describe something that was revealed before the darkness claimed you.
Oh, okay.
So an aha moment before
It was
they died.
It was an aha moment over like a runaway, and like I'm imagining that like as she keeps running and as she keeps running out of pieces, that the running turns to walking, turns to stumbling, turns to like just like a hand pulling itself its style as it just like unspools the last little bits of itself until there's nothing left.
And for clarity, Mel, your prompt will be the same because you also have two cards left. And Taylor, yours is the same as Haley's. So confess a last unforgivable act. Show us how we reshaped you.
Okay, I want Mel to go. I need to think.
I can go if you want, Mel. If you're still thinking, if you want, it's up to you.
Sorry,
Mel.
I forgot you were a character in this.
No, you're good. I just have that dominating presence, the game master at all times.
You can go ahead, Conlon.
It's up to you. Yeah, I mean, I'm fine to go. If you're ready to go for it.
I want to finalize some things, so you go ahead.
So, the Shattered, I think after the Stitched has been unwound, gathers up all the bits of string that are left over, bundles them together, and moves deeper into the realm. And I think the quiet moment where it all caught up is that there was nothing to catch up. That this was all just for something that didn't really exist, something that never really was requited, was really just two children trying out something new for their lives, and now alone, broken, and unable to return. I think the Shattered just slowly crumbles in the crater of a dead city that has disappeared as shards of him just fall to the ground. And that last revelation just being that this was all for naught. This was nothing.
I thought my death had to do with the secret. Never mind.
Okay.
That's why That's why I made the fire.
We didn't have secrets though.
I thought you said that that was my prompt, was that
your
I had
prompt,
a secret.
Yes. Your prompt was confess a last unforgivable act.
I thought that's That's what I'm saying. I thought that when you said that I was describing my death is because of that act.
I mean, it can be, yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, that fits your prompt well. Matt and I's prompt were recall the quiet moments where it all caught up. So, like, our death was about something catching up to us and the realization in that moment. Your death was about that unforgivable last act.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I understand now.
All right. Mel? Taylor?
Me? Okay. You want me to go, Taylor?
Go. I'm still finalizing what I think.
She's percolating.
She's percolating. Okay. So,
coffee reference?
In the
like a little percolator?
Percolator.
I think out. No. It's I think for the monarch, I think with the meeting with the Fae noble and her whole back being etched, for lack of a better word, with the golden ichor that they've been finding everywhere, the oil, or however you want to phrase it. I think in a reasonable fashion, it slowly starts to spread all of her body. Like she is slowly being consumed by the golden ichor, kind of like the riches a little bit of what a monarch would want to be drenched in. And she kind of accepts it, and her mind seems to wander a little as she slowly turns into like almost this golden-esque statue. And as she like looks up towards the sky, it all starts flooding back. Her childhood where, she was being attended to by a maid or, like a warden, so to speak, an assistant. She realizes that she lived in a abandoned and empty building, still maintained and cared for by this maid. But then flashes of money being gone, debts not being paid, betrayals of ally ships and other kingdoms and everything else was just put to the wayside, all for greed. And it got to the point where even her own parents just up and abandoned her. And in a delusional sense of wanting to relish in what was and not wanting to accept what happened, she portrayed herself instead of a lowly commoner who essentially lost everything due to mismanaged money by her own parents. She fell under the illusion she was still noble. She paraded around in clothes that were not fit for her. She paraded around in stuff that she found from old trunks and everything else, and still rode on the coattails of what her family's name meant, not what it was. The idea that she had a son was a myth. That she was ever married or even a queen regent was all a myth. The entire thing was just a made-up pretend story because she couldn't accept the reality of what things were. And as she slowly gets more encompassed by all of the golden oil ichor, you see one normal tear start to leave her face as her entire face gets consumed, and it's the last thing that leaves her before she stands solid as a statue.
You got that Midas touch.
She was Delulu the whole time.
She was Delulu.
Who isn't?
Delulu.
It's not delivery, it's Delulu. All right,
Okay,
and Taylor, you're last.
Can I have my prompt one more time?
Yes. Confess a last unforgivable act. Show us how we reshaped you.
We being the Fae.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. So after leaving Duke Duck Winterbone, she was just consumed with the hope and the urgency and the desperation to find her son that she started to gravitate towards young families and wanting to help fill the library, taking childhood fairy tales and the hopes and dreams of young families and kids, and seeing those families grow up together while she felt like she was getting nowhere slowly started to break her. So she started luring children, hoping that children attract children. They're curious little creatures. They want to make friends and interact. So I'm not a child. I can't find my child. Maybe another child can. That never worked out. And as time went on, more and more children went missing, and hers remained missing. The guilt of all these other children of all different ages started to break her, both mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally, until she walked into the mist of anywhere and was never seen again. But she finally lives up to her name of the Banshee, where the screams of a mourning mother can be heard, but never found. And wherever this fog is, doesn't matter if she walked into a forest and disappeared, if there's fogs in the mountain, the Banshee scream can be heard throughout this entire realm. The Banshee screams and cries for her lost children. Both hers by blood and those that she stole.
All right.
Love it.
And with that,
Delicious.
we have the end of all these characters. And I'll read this last thing. And that's that. Or at least it was. Now the story of you must turn to a stranger chapter. Do you feel it? The few first inklings of hope trickling in through the cracks in your skull. Vital life's blood seeping back through tears in your ruined flesh. Good. The hymn has its hooks in you now, but the rest won't come free. Our charity only extends so far. We leave that sort of work for your amusing little godmen and she-saints. We prefer the nice, clean honesty of a deal well struck. If you wish again to taste our air in those rotten lungs, then you must do us a favor in return. Go back to Kickstarter. That is literally what this says, because it's a quick start guide. Yeah, it's exceptional. So that is it. We have played a game of Hinterlight. So go back it. I backed the full book at the I don't even remember which tier, but one of the higher tiers, because there's a lot of really cool shit with it. So go check it out. Thank you all for watching and hanging out with us. We'll be back next week. We are not back with Caerwyn, I don't think, until the start of the year. That's kind of where it's aiming, what it's looking like for what I've got planned. But we're going to take the Faerealm that we've just built here. So don't forget all this stuff. Save your sheets, send them in chat, or do something, characters.
Oh, God.
Because next week we're going to be playing... I'm sorry, did you say Street Magic? Another world-building game about building a city. Yes. And we are going to build a city in this Faerealm. We'll find out where and when and how. But that is what we'll be doing next week. We'll be doing this. And then we might play another world-building game in the middle of that. We got, I think 2 weeks in there. There's Christmas is in there somewhere, so, we'll figure out how it all works out.
Christmas is the next week, so we would only have next Wednesday. Christmas Eve is the following Wednesday.
God, what?
I know.
So
Christmas is 2
Happy
weeks
holidays!
away.
Yeah. So we're gonna be
next
doing
week then Christmas.
doing world-building games until we start back up. But we will be building parts of the world for Caerwyn. So like all this stuff, this is all going in Caerwyn. Everything you just came up with is canon. So sick. Well, thank you all for watching us play. Again, go check out the game. It is super, super cool. This was a ton of fun.
You too could have a character sheet this messy.
This horrifying creature.
I just have notes. I don't have anything.
I have a door.
Yeah, I just have notes.
You have a door.
I'm writing it.
I have a little. I drew the deer.
Oh God!
It's reflective. I need to see pictures of these. We gotta send
them in the
Haley,
you're on mute if you're trying to talk.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, it's doing inverse too much. Wait, actually.
Oh no. If you fold it, you should be able to, right?
We will 100% take pictures of the sheets we made.
It'll be on
post
Discord.
Them in the
join our Discord.
Chat.
I didn't do the things we normally do because we got started late. But yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you all for hanging out. Anybody who's still here, thank you to the players and everyone who joined in. This was a ton of fun. I'm really excited that we did this little game. This is great. Stick around. We will raid somebody. And
probably
we'll be back
raid
next
Tony.
Week.
They're not live right now.
Oh, not.
Fuck.
I checked because that would have been easy. Yep.
Yeah. But anyway, thank you all. Until next time, are you ready for more tales?
Always.
Bye-bye.
See y'all later. Goodbye.